So close.
Active Bobby Danny Limelight, multiple time champion, award winning filmmaker and actor. You're listening to the CCP podcast. Subscribe, follow, do all that, and make sure you guys catch all new episodes whenever they drop.
What is happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? Welcome to a Wrestling Spotlight. I'm Chris Page. I've got Todrick Tabar Ramsey with me. I have got Goth with me. And man of my word, I made a bet and I lost. Joining us live tonight is the current reigning and defending House of Champions World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Matthew Ennis. Mr. Ennis, welcome to the show, sir.
Repeat that again.
The current reigning
Repeat that intro again.
The current House of Champions reigning and defending World's Heavyweight Champion, Matthew Ennis, is joining us here this evening.
Repeat it again.
Fuck off. You only get it once or twice.
Repeat it again. No. Let me go ahead and tell all three of you exactly how tonight's going to go. This is your platform, but this is now my show. You know that little saying that your parents told you when you were a kid if they were actually worth a damn, but I can imagine the way you turned out your parents weren't. You made your bed. You made your bed. You made your bed. You have to live in. You made your bed, you have to lie in it. And you made a very uncomfortable bed for yourself tonight. This is going to be the longest 2 hours of your life. I don't care if I stumble. I don't care if I fumble over my words. You're going to get every heap of crap you piled on for yourself. Run it again, introduce me again, and give me the respect I deserve.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us is the current reigning defending House of Champions World Heavyweight Champion. He is single-handedly the biggest prick on the face of the fucking planet. He is none other than Mr. Matthew Ennis, and he's joining us for a Wrestling Spotlight.
It's Matthew Ennis.
Todrick, how
Learn phonetics.
How are you, sir?
Well, you are lucky that I like you and I like my job. I showed up here so that we would have more viewers than just the people on the screen.
Listen, we're gonna get through this. I'm gonna try and be as professional as I can, and you know I have to kind of eat some shit here, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Before we do, Goth, sexiest man in the Netherlands, welcome to the show. Welcome our esteemed guest.
Yeah. Hi.
If that's the sexiest man in the Netherlands, you've got a super low bar over in the Netherlands, and that explains so much about the company you keep.
Hey, sir.
Yeah. Bye.
Leave my team alone.
And you, Todrick, you're awfully loud on a camera, but in person, you were very quiet the entire time. The entire time that I was pummeling little Destin, the entire time that I won and became the number one contender, and the entire time that I won that championship belt, you were awful quiet, but you got a lot to say now. So you really love running your mouth when you know you're in a safe space and you can't be hurt, huh?
Listen, I'm gonna let you have that one because anybody, and it's on
You're
film.
not letting me have anything, Todrick. Let's get one thing clear. None of you are letting me have anything. I take, because for over 10 years in this wrestling game, for over 15 in the United States Army, and for the 32 years of life that I've been alive, I tried to go by what people let me have. I tried to earn things, and it never got me anywhere. Not one person took me seriously. People laughed at me. People told me that no one likes you, no one takes you seriously until I made the changes I needed to take. And that's exactly why we're here on this podcast, because I took what was mine. And now not only am I a double champion, you have to spend 2 hours with me, giving me the respect I deserve, breaking down my match footage, and eating every spoonful of crap with a smile.
I wish I could see
Ooh,
you,
Lord,
bro.
fix it,
You
Jesus.
kind of look like was it Dr. Claw sitting in the shadows there, man? You got a light
Yeah,
that you
that's
turn?
cool.
Anything like it's, I'd like to see who I'm speaking with, other than just listening to him talk a bunch of nonsense. But you know what? I made a bet
I,
with you, so let's give. I'm gonna give people perspective. So initially here, his problem is I mispronounced his name on a live stream. Fuck me for not knowing how to pronounce someone's name that I'm watching for the first fucking time. Excuse me.
when you
I
can easily
apologize.
just go to
I
school, learn phonetics, and learn how to
Nope,
say a
nope,
name, because
nope.
if you take the T off of tennis, you have Ennis, and it's that simple.
Well, it's Enos, and it'll be all right.
My name
At
is
the end
not
of at
penis
the
without
end
the
of the
P. It's
at
tennis without the T.
well, I mean, it could be penis. It just that sounds better than where you're at right
I'm
now.
just,
The way you're
At
gonna
the
take all this tonight, you're gonna think I'm a big penis.
ooh, in
Well,
the
I don't
words of
need you.
Beyonce, I'm just hush.
I don't need you on my show to have that frame of reference about you, sir. I at the end of the day, though, I'm going to listen to what you have to say, and I'm going to try and be as cool, calm, and collect with you as I can, because I did make a bet with you, and if anything, I am a man of my fucking word. I put my money on Destin, and you knocked Destin off at the last House of Champions show. Part of that, you threw a
I'm not sure
challenge
why
at
you
me.
expected anything differently.
Well, I'll get into some of that here in just a little bit. But at the end of the day, I parlayed your fucking social media nonsense into a, hey man, not only will I watch 2 hours of your show, I'll have you on, and here we are. And not only did you defeat Destin, and we'll get into a lot of this as we go, I'm sure. And we'll cover the all the happenings. You guys saw your rip baby Enos as we came on the air, which was fine. I just enjoy the fact that it got under your skin a little bit, to the degree that you had to take a poor little piece of paper and shred it in half.
Let me actually clarify something to
There's
you,
nothing for you
sir.
to clarify. You've already done it. It happened.
There's nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do that can get under my skin. Because when I tell you the amount of things that have already been said to me, that have already been done to me, that I had to bear through all of my life, you can never top any of that. There's a reason why you'll never meet the Matthew Ennis that you probably would have liked. You probably actually would have loved me if you met me 10 years ago, because I did respect every single person that I met. I was the person that loved all humans, and I wanted nothing more than to be everybody's friend. But the more that I tried to be nice and I tried to love people and I just tried to be this happy go lucky guy, I noticed a correlation that the kinder that I was, the less progress that I made, because other people never cared about me. And then finally, when the pain got too great, that's when I finally decided enough was enough, and that I was going to start delivering it back tenfold. And now I'm the bad guy. Now you get mad at me because I'm not going to stand for it anymore. And now I'm going to bully the bullies again. That's not how it works. You fucked up my name. You fucked up my name. And then when I corrected you, you had a problem with me. That's gaslighting. That's being a bully. So how am
Well,
I the bad guy?
okay.
Because I put you in your fucking place. I
Did you?
beat Little Destin's ass and I won the hot championship.
Okay. So no, now I'm gaslighting. Oh, all right. I just think that's interesting. Let's get into our first match. Let's see what kind of fucking bullshit you've lined up for us this evening. I can tell you that most of these matches were sent over by the dickhead over here himself, except for the last couple. I had to find some because following directions didn't seem to be a thing for our guest. but we will be taking a deeper dive into all things, Mr.
Yeah, we
Matthew.
will.
Starting off, this is coming to us from FWE over on YouTube, guys. That's going to be at FWE Live. Listen, they're at 944. They're right around the corner from 1,000. So I'm going to need for you to go over there and smash that subscribe button. Once they hit 1,000, they may be able to monetize their content, which means more money for the Federation itself. And ultimately, regardless of what Mr. Matthew may have to say, that's something we can all agree is a good thing and a positive thing for a company to make some money off of their content. So please hit that subscribe
I
button.
do agree. Let them make money because they have a reigning, defending FWE light heavyweight champion that needs to take more of that money away. So yes, please go like and subscribe because I sell out that arena every single time we have a show, and now I've got the championship to hold on to it despite what these fans think about me.
All
Please.
right, so you know, this is for the light heavyweight championship, and for those who are joining us for the first time, we watch things without context. Thanks to our esteemed guest, we now know that apparently he is the light heavyweight champion. So we know who wins this match,
I told
guys.
you this is my show today. This is my show. I'm ruining everything for you.
Let me come over here and speak to our chat real quick. We've got a lot of things happening. Do apologize, guys. We usually come over and try and hit you up a little earlier than that. UK Paul, I see you, buddy. Ice Gamer 67, welcome to the show. Toddy, you're there, obviously in chat. Janitor Vaughn, welcome. No Game, welcome. Icy Gamer actually called your name out, Mr. Ennis, and gave you exclamation points. Did you pay someone to be here? UK Paul, look at the
That's
big
probably
man.
somebody that's trying to get on my good side.
UK Paul, look at the big man ripping a sign. Me strong, me rip paper. Icy Gamer is trying to get on your side. UK Paul, you're mad that Ennis whooped some ass. UK Paul responded with, "I'm sorry, I fell asleep." Max Stone, welcome to the show. Represents this guy represents the House of Champions. I hope the house gets closed with this guy at the helm. I think I've got everybody thus far that's decided to chat. If I'm at Des Spike, welcome to the show. Mr. Ennis, I know you're probably not able to see our chat. We will definitely relay any comment, whether it be positive or negative, for you to respond to as a courtesy, because you have that right, and you're owed that as a courtesy from the channel. So if you guys are ready to rock and roll, Suicide taking on Matthew Ennis, again, FWE Live over on YouTube. Guys, we're going to get started on this in 3, 2, 1, play.
Actually, I want you to go back because I want to point something out. Go back to the announcer introducing us. Go back.
Oh my God.
Go back. And this is the problem that I have. This is the exact problem. No, you don't have to go to the beginning.
Okay. Where you're both in ring and getting announcers intro.
Yeah, dumbass. That's how a championship announcement works.
All right. You got about one more of this before I take the gloves off and knock your dick in the dirt.
Take the gloves off.
Keeping it real.
Take the gloves off. Actually, pause it real quick. Because I find it so funny. No. Pause it. Because your fans need to hear this. All right, go ahead.
Pause
it. I find it incredibly ironic and downright comical that the same guy that's coming at me because I'm not playing any games. Do we want to expose you for how you treated fans the 20 years that you wrestled?
I mean, I'll make no bones
Do we want to
about it.
go? Do we want to go? Do we want to go down that route, Chris?
Listen, my fan base knows what I did when I was in the ring. They know that I was an asshole.
Because I found some videos.
I never claimed to be.
That's the beautiful part about working in Army intelligence. I know how to find things out.
Well, I'm glad that you did. Does that scare me? Absolutely not. My chat and my channel know I was an asshole when I was inside that ring. I was a vindictive son of a bitch. That was 20 years ago. I have grown the fuck up.
Once an asshole, always an asshole, pal.
Brother, listen. I'm sorry that you feel that way and you you genuinely don't think that people have an opportunity to change their lives. We all go through things that may force someone to change. So let me be real with you if you want to be a fucking prick.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
right there
It's about
is what turned
time.
my whole perception of life around, sir. That right there. I was almost fucking killed. I had my hand and my arm slit wide open, the artery, the nerves, the ligaments, all the way down to the tendons themselves. I had to go through 5 operations. I spent 3 weeks in the fucking hospital. I almost died. So, with all due respect to you, sir, I feel like someone who has served in the service and who has been in the army would know that if someone like that has suffered something like that, that things will change about them. Now, unfortunately for you, things might not be that way. And now I can't speak for you, nor will I, but don't you ever question my motherfucking character on my own goddamn show. My fans know who I am. That's the difference between you and I. I don't hide behind a goddamn thing. Don't play me like a fucking fool or try to, because you will end up on the short end of the stick. I don't want to go down this route with you, sir, and I'm trying to keep it 100% professional. Am I having a good time playing around? Absolutely. But don't cross a line with me. Don't do that. Is that understood?
You know what? You know what? I'll apologize.
I appreciate that. Now, that's all I'm asking for. Can you please
Wait,
get.
wait, wait.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
wait, wait, wait. I'm gonna apologize that you think just because you almost died that you're special.
Don't think I'm special. You
Because
said it changed
people
my perception of
people
people
die
and
every
how I view
day.
things.
Pe- people die every day.
Understand the
Soldiers
context that's
die
being
every day,
delivered.
and we still get sent right back out into the battlefield. It
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter. People die every day. It doesn't matter. You're not bigger
Okay.
than anything. And just
I'm
because you
sorry
have a
that you
different
feel
story,
like that it
it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
mean
I'm
that your
sorry.
little arm, maybe your arm should have been chopped
No,
off.
that's perfectly fine. You're entitled to
Oh
that as
boy.
an opinion. We're gonna get into this match right now in three,
Yeah,
two, one, play.
because I
Listen,
want you to see.
let's hear what you want us to fucking hear about the levels of disrespect. Let's go. Oh
Listen,
God, you're from North Carolina. That explains so much.
listen. Mike Ennis. Why is my name Mike in the first place? When the announcer, I've known him ever since my Ring of Honor days, but somehow you don't know my name
Can
or
I
you
tell you?
forgot my name?
Let me tell you something.
That's number one, a clear sign of disrespect. And you know how to pronounce my last name. So now I'm Enos, but you have literally called me Ennis for as long as I've known.
Listen,
That's blatant disrespect. And for what reason?
can I give you an explanation as to why? Probably the same reason that I assumed that, because I correlated you with Mike Enos from professional wrestling and WCW back in the late 90s. It was not a sign of disrespect. It is Matthew Ennis. It is very similar to Mike Enos. It is very similar. It's not a
Have
sign
you
of fucking
ever
disrespect. You're not, okay, go ahead. I'm just
have
trying
you
to
ever
give you
read have
a
you ever read
reason
the
to look at
book
this.
Have you ever read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie?
No, I have
Yes.
not.
What's the number one thing that you can go ahead and make a connection with somebody by saying correctly? Their name. In the book, Dale Carnegie details that the sweetest language a man or a woman can ever hear is the sound of their own name. By being able to remember and properly pronounce someone's name, you can make way more of a connection than you ever could any other way. So yes, I do take it as a big deal because I used to tell all my soldiers, hey, if I mispronounce your name, I want you to correct me because I want to be able to address you properly. Why am I not afforded that same respect? But anyway, we're
Because you're a
back into the
douchebag.
action. We're back into the action.
About time. Can we get into some of this? Because I'm
It's a
very.
back and forth right now because Suicide is actually really good at what he does, unlike you. And this was actually a great test of my own mental fortitude.
This fucking guy. Todd,
Listen,
what? Go
at
ahead.
some point during the movie, the villain has to stop with the monologue to let us, build, and then you come back to another monologue. Please fix it, Jesus.
I will run my mouth this entire time. I told you this is no longer your show today. This is mine.
This is
You
apparently
do know you got the mute button, right, Paige?
the downside to that is if I do mute him, I mute the audio of the matches, and while he
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
selfish fucking
yeah,
prick,
Well,
yeah.
it's still positive thing over what we're hearing right now. So,
oh, I can always mute him in Discord. I can do that. I could
yeah.
got a standoff stalemate here. To be perfectly fair, Matt, I do not despise you. I don't. I have never despised you. I don't.
The
I.
feeling's not mutual.
It's fine. You're entitled
No,
to
that's your
feel that
problem.
way, and that's cool. Like I don't. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. I'm here because I made a bet and I lost. And this is
Mm-hmm.
the comeuppance of that, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm genuinely curious to see if you have been a prick your entire life, or if there's some matches here that may show a different side of you, and maybe what's drawn you into why you are the way you are right now. Because, dude, like, there's no bones about it. You could go in the ring, no bones. Don't question it. Nobody ever has. You're in the ring with fucking Suicide right now. This match was like, what, a month ago? Not even a month ago? 2 weeks ago? So you're not going to be put in the ring with somebody of this stature if you don't have what it takes. Let's be perfectly fair. This is not me kissing you ass. This is a fact. I'm just calling it like I see it. That's what we do on this channel. Yeah, fuck me for making a mistake. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not perfect. There's only one Kurt Hennig,
Mm-hmm.
and that ain't me.
It seems to me that Suicide is going
Luckily, it's not Matthew Ennis.
the structure, if you will,
God.
of Matthew Ennis.
I hope you guys.
Sorry, I've got my bullshit blockers on. Do you say something, kid?
I'm probably older than you, sir, so it's okay.
But Ennis trying to fight to his
Oh
feet.
my God,
Ennis
that
has
was a
always been a
clip.
fighter.
Thank
What
you,
is
man.
someone?
I'm probably the oldest in this whole situation, so thank you.
Gets shot off by the champion. Hops over to the
Your
champion.
first mistake is you're from the Netherlands.
No. That's
Uh-oh.
your idea. So you do know that most people that live in America come from European descendants, right? So you're probably from the Netherlands. Did you realize that?
Actually, I'm Irish.
Oh, that's your
Yes,
problem, not mine.
yes, I did already know that. Which means I
Yeah,
can drink more than you, and I'm already tougher than you.
that's your assumption. That's okay.
Wait a minute. Ennis gonna go for a second. Oh, he's got him up.
But if you want to live by your feelings that you can drink more, that's okay.
Big time suplex.
If that makes you happy,
Gets it done. Goes for the cover.
go away,
Then
your
why the
way.
hell? If it makes you happy,
Not
then why
mine.
the hell are you so sad?
Suicide taken off guard, no doubt about it.
Genuine
I
question.
don't know that he knows how to be happy.
I think he does.
Oh, I
And
know
I
how to be
think,
Well,
and I
happy.
think he has. And I think for him, being happy is violence and delivering violence and achieving violence, and that clearly is what makes him happy. Like we've watched.
You know what? I'm actually really proud of you, Chris. That's the smartest
I,
thing you've said so far. Because for once, you're right about something. Because what used to make me happy doesn't make me happy anymore. Because what makes me happy is exactly like you're seeing right now with Suicide, where I'm heavily on the offense. I want to take the pain that I dealt with for over 20 years, and I just want to deliver it back times 20 to every single person I come into contact. Every clothesline that I land, every forearm to the face, every time I slam somebody to the ground, every time I see someone cry, boo, get upset, it does something inside of me to where maybe I almost feel something again. Because I don't feel anything anymore, Chris. I'm numb. And I know how to harness my emotions, but that's what I was trying to tell you before is there's nothing you can do that's going to piss me off. If anything, my reaction is just simply tapping into the rage that I've got bottled up for years and years to come.
bro, nobody's trying to piss you off.
2 count.
That's never been.
You're right.
That's never. That's got nothing to do with me.
They're not
That's got nothing
trying
do
to,
with
they do.
I mean, I guess
It
I
has
apologize.
everything to do with you. It started with you. It started with you when you tried to gaslight me for being upset that you said my name wrong.
Oh
It
my
started
God.
with the entire wrestling community when I was busting my ass at Ring of Honor. And I told someone one day that I wanted to be the Ring of Honor World Champion, and they laughed and looked me dead in my face and said, "No one takes you that seriously." It is on the entire wrestling industry that I continue to be as good in that ring as I am, but I
Boo,
still don't get the
boo,
credit that I deserve.
boo.
So yes, it's on you. It's on everybody that comes into contact with me, and it's on everybody in this professional wrestling industry. Until I get the success that I know that I have earned tenfold, it's on everyone.
Well, our buddy Max says,
Ah.
despite all your rage, you're still just a rat in a cage.
Of Matthew Ennis off of him.
So there you
Drains that energy bar more and more.
And you're probably the overweight rat that can't even get on the hamster wheel in the cage.
Hey, buddy, I am
Oh.
so proud
Oh,
of,
huh?
of my eating and my belly. I accept me for who I am now, brother. If you think for 1 second that's going to
Well,
rattle
I
me,
wasn't aiming it at you. I thought you said someone else said that.
no, someone
But
else
if
said
the
that.
shoe
But
fits, please wear.
I am the fat guy on this channel, and I am okay with that, sir.
Kicks the legs out for
Honesty is
Ennis.
the first step.
He's
I
done that
am
move a couple
perfectly
times in
fine
this
with who
contest,
I
but not
am.
on that one.
I am not here to impress anybody. That's
As
not
the
what I
official
do,
now
sir.
checking on Ennis. He
I have
says
a
he's
good
good
time
to
watching
continue.
independent wrestling. And to be fair,
Suicide now.
stumbling in the House of
Again, both
Champions
men worse for
was
wear.
a treat for us. And the fact that House of Champions is 2.5 hours from my front door makes it a fun destination to go down and see what's happening, see what's going on.
Here tonight.
And as
at
we're
Sports
watching
HQ.
this match,
As it
guys,
should
Oh,
be.
wow. That
actually,
shot
we're going to
connected.
save, if you can,
And
and this,
another
I don't
punch
even
to
know
the
if you can do
face.
it. If you can save the House
Suicide
of
stacking up
Champions
the
for the
Probably
last
offense.
not.
match, because I think
Sends
the last
Ennis in the
match is
ropes.
you versus
And
Big
a
Boy Pat.
shot. Turns
And we can
Ennis
discuss
inside out.
all about that match towards the end of the show, because I think you may be surprised with
Oh,
my
nice.
thoughts.
Are you referencing the triple threat where I just
Yes,
won, or a
sir.
match prior to that?
No. The triple threat. We can talk about both of them.
Is it going to take?
Obviously, we can talk about Destin now. Destin's the
Suicide
reason
takes
we're here.
another chop.
And
It
then to be perfectly fair, I have no ill will towards Destin at all. Like, he was very disappointed that I have to sit through this
Another
bullshit.
one. Good
But I
grief.
don't care. And I told him that he gave us all. And you won that
Sound
match
bouncing off the
without
walls.
fucking shady
Here's Sports
circumstances,
HQ.
to be
Here's Gary.
100%, which was very shocking.
Reversal now by Ennis.
Calling a spade a spade.
Suicide locks himself
Based
up
from
in
what
the
I've
ropes.
seen.
I told you exactly how I was going to win that match. I said I was going to pummel little Destin and I was going to break his spirit. And I know you saw the exact post that he made. He said, "I lost the match. Now he's champion. He said he was going to destroy my career. What do I do now?" That's a broken man. That is someone that doesn't know where to go from now. I do what I say I'm going to do.
Up to a 3 now.
Well,
Again, if this count out were to
you
occur,
won, and here you
Suicide
are.
will remain
And,
the
and like I
champion.
told Justin,
You can only win the
he
title
gave it
by
everything he
pinfall or
could.
submission.
I
it's
didn't
rumbling.
have to try and one up you, and this
now
is
gonna climb up
the penalties are being
To his
paid.
favorite perch.
So let's hear from someone other than the peanut gallery, either Todrick or Goth, Roth, Sloth, whatever your name is. What's your thoughts of everything that's gone on in this match so far?
You're
Let's get
such
your
a
feedback.
respectful individual. Oh man, that's so entertaining. If you can't even pronounce my name correctly, which you were
Oh,
bullshitting on about earlier on, I mean, I've never said a thing about it. But if you want to go that route, it's okay.
you want your name pronounced
Yeah.
correctly.
Well,
Yeah.
he's innocent here.
Because I
Mm,
wasn't the one who said Enos, but
mm,
okay, it's no problem, no
mm.
brainer. It's okay,
That-
sir.
That's really funny how that works.
I'm this guy and I'm showing you respect, and you're the only one who's just bitching around because you want attention. It's okay. You can have all your attention because after these 2 hours, we're moving on, and you're sitting there in your dark room, bitching and complaining. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll show you 2 hours of fame, and you're moving on, and we're
There's,
moving on.
there's nothing for me to bitch and complain about.
Ask
You're
answer
doing. That's the only thing that you're
I'm
doing,
not.
sir.
Answer
I'm
your
telling
I'm-
you facts.
No, I'm showing you respect by calling you sir, even though you're younger than me. Isn't
Hey,
that
just
showing you
listen.
respect?
Don't be
No,
upset with me. No, 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 no.
No,
Don't be
I'm
upset with
asking
me
you
just because I didn't
something.
sit next to
I'm
Jesus in the third
asking
grade
you.
like you.
No. I'm asking you a simple question. You can answer with yes or no. Am I showing you respect, sir?
No,
And why not?
because you're associated with this asshole known as Chris Page.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
me.
your problem, not mine.
And if you truly
No.
wanted to show me respect in the first place, especially
Right?
since you're talking about how big of a deal it is to say someone's name correctly, then at the beginning of this, you would have stood up for me and said, you know what, Chris, he's right. You should have pronounced his name correctly and you shouldn't have got mad at him for it. But no,
Now
again,
I have to
you
stand
want
up
to
for you.
attack you
Yeah.
want to
I have to
attack
stand up
me.
for you.
Yeah,
Like
because
no, no.
because what do you do
You don't want
normally? What do
anybody
you
to
do
like
when you see
you.
somebody in the
You
wrong and
don't
they're
want
getting pinned down?
anybody to like you. And
Okay.
now I
I
have
don't
to
need you to like me.
no.
I don't
And I
need you to
don't have
like
to
me.
stand up for somebody who's a prick.
The challenger still dog.
Oh.
He's still down.
Ooh, radio
Toddy, what about
silence.
this fantastic match?
Thank you,
for
sir.
suicide?
Ennis now.
The radio silence is not because you one upped me. It's
No.
the
Because
audacity
didn't
that you
have
have
anything to
that you
say.
just don't get
It's
it.
okay.
And that's the
It's
problem
okay.
with everybody that's coming
It's
into
okay.
contact with this is it doesn't
It's
matter how
okay.
simplified I break it down, you
Oh,
still
please
don't get
do.
it.
Make
And
it
that's
easier for
why
yourself.
that is exactly why I'm going to continue to hurt people and it's going to be on you.
Okay, Doctor.
But
Uh-huh.
anyway,
Doctor.
here comes the
Okay.
best part of the match. Here comes the best part of the match. So why don't we refocus so you can actually see real greatness winning?
Ennis is down.
I don't know if
And
that's
in
real great.
perfect
And
position.
I really want you to focus after the match and listen to exactly what I have to say to these
That's
people.
exactly what he's gonna do.
Oh Jesus Christ! I didn't even watch.
Oh, child, how many monologues are we going to hear?
My desk is
Another one?
shaking.
All right.
Wait
I
a
knew
minute
I
now.
should have called in
Ennis
sick.
trying to send the official under the ropes to stop suicide. Suicide's still
I'm
coming.
grateful
Wait
that
a
you're here. Oh
minute.
look, you kicked him in the teeter. Go figure.
Just kicked the champion below the belt. What the
You
hell?
kicked
Last
him
time I checked,
in the
so
tucker.
it's only illegal if you get caught. There's no rules in
Talk
war.
about integrity and a big
And there's a
clothesline.
lariat.
I cannot believe this.
Oh, is that it?
1, 2, wow.
Wow. A Peter shot and a lariat puts him away.
Here is your winner. And
And I know you're proud of that one, huh?
light heavyweight
Nah, just keep watching.
I don't have a choice.
I wonder is that going to be a common theme? Because most of the matches I've seen, there was some fuckery involved.
Yeah, he can call himself champion, but with how much
Well,
integrity did he just win that
You know,
championship? He kicked
you don't just stay on top
below the belt.
by having remorse about decisions you make. Thanos said it best, the hardest choices require the strongest wills, and I've got the will of an Iron Man. I will make any decision and do anything that I need to do to make sure I hold on to these championships. And if you don't agree with it, that's on you. But at the end of the
But
day,
we
they're still going to call me champion.
but we saw what happened to Thanos. I don't know if that's a good reference to use
And the
there.
beautiful
Because
part about
Probably
it,
doesn't watch sequels.
the beautiful part about it is the Avengers don't exist in real life.
To Matthew Ennis.
Yeah.
There
So
is
he
no,
quotes
there is no
somebody who
one.
doesn't exist.
There is no one coming to save FWE. There's no one coming to save the Hawk. I hold the championships. I reign. Violence reigns, and everybody will respect me.
all right, Dr. Claw.
So shut your mouths and listen to how we got here.
Let's hear what you got to say. I bet you.
Let's listen to Pee Wee.
It's the same dribble that I've heard 50 times before.
What you just witnessed
Uh huh. What did I just witness? Tell me.
was every single
Oh god. Here it comes.
I've been at every FW event except one.
Oh, here's a cookie.
after this is over, please send me your address because I am going to send you some cookies. Because whoever hurt you, I
And
need
don't
to
forget the
right that
milk.
wrong. Milk is too expensive. Milk is in the category with eggs. I don't mess with that.
Oh, let's go over here here to our chat. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, GD.
The chat is wearing him out.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and parlay some of this information over to Matt and let him know what the chat's got to say.
Lord, where do I start? Hold
Yeah.
on. Let's
Bring your best week attempts, chat.
see. Let's scroll up a little here. Well, we got people giving suicide their props. Dee Dee says, in this case of I'm not just stupid, I'm going to signal it to everyone so no one misses it. I responded with boo boo, tomato, tomato. Max says, despite all your rage, you are still. Oh, well, Chris already read that one.
Yeah.
Of course they laugh. 10 minutes into the match, and I'm still waiting for a good wrestling move from you. Ooh. And people agreed. I'd sooner. UK Paul says I'd sooner watch the gimmick battle royal over and over again than watch any of Ennis's matches.
Well, that's disrespectful.
Mm.
Yeah, gimmick battle royal doesn't have to be compared to him.
I'll give you those for now, and then we can pick back up.
So let me get this straight. The only two comments that were made to me is, "Oh, I'd rather see cool flippy shit and that never wins instead of efficiency." Because when I beat a man the way I did and I knock him out with that lariat, guess what? I don't need to do all that cool stuff. There's a reason when you pummel somebody, they typically tend to not get back up. Sorry, you're just an armchair wrestler. Moving on. Whatever gimmicky battle royal that you have, I'll come in and ruin that too. It literally doesn't matter what your opinion is of me because guess what? The past year, I have been on nothing but a rise to the top of the mountain. And there's currently 2 mountains that I'm at the top of. So you know what that means? That means there's people that want to watch me, whether it's to see my downfall or because they're trying to make up for their disrespect from the past. They're watching. And 2 little fat, out of shape basement dwellers still living in their mom's house, it doesn't matter what you have to say. Your opinions are like your life, they mean nothing. And I want you to remember this day on this chat that you hold no value when it comes to this professional wrestling industry. Nobody takes you seriously and nobody respects you. And I hope that stings even just the tiniest bit because deep down inside, it's you projecting onto me because I'm the one that's having the success while you're sitting here watching me. Remember that.
Guys,
Child, he said you don't want to bumble with the bee.
So what I gathered from that whole statement was I don't care enough about this, but I'm going to give it 2.5 minutes to answer it my time. Gotcha. 6-man tag is on deck next. It is again FWE Wrestling, FWE Live over on YouTube is where you can find the video and check them out. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Please do that. Like I said, they're knocking on 1,000's door. They're right there to be able to monetize content. It'd be huge for them if they can do that. And if we can help them along the way, go to one of the last videos and comment. CCP Podcasting send us. Do you want to set up this 6-man tag, Mr. Matthew?
I'm going to honor your little rule about no context. I won't give you the finish of that. I wanted to make sure you knew and you remembered who the champ was for the last match. But now we're going to go into a deep little psychological dive, right? Because I know that you heard the boos that I got not only during the suicide match, and don't get me wrong, there were cheers, but again, this is about to set the tone on why those cheers weren't genuine. Because this is where it all started. This was the first match of FWE that I was ever a part of 2 to 3 years ago. And again, booked on every single show for 3 years straight, and you're telling me no one wants to see me? Why would you bring me back if I don't provide any value to the promotion? So again, little armchair wrestlers, there's facts, there's your feelings, and the facts matter way more than your pathetic little feelings. Roll the tape.
Let's make this match happen in 3, 2, 1, play. This is a 6-man tag. Who are your partners here, sir? Because
This is Gemstone, and that is Rip Cannon. And this is actually a very crucial time in my career because a lot of my career was spent trying to figure out who I was. And I spent a lot of my career, again, trying to appease the people, giving me the advice. So at one point, I'm told, you should call yourself this, and you should wrestle this style. Now here, oh, you're in the military, you should be a full soldier. But little did I know at the time that no one would tell me, hey, people are actually going to fall in love with patriotism more than they are actually you. So now I'm going out there and I'm getting ungenuine cheers, and they don't care a thing about me after the match, no matter what I do, no matter how much I win, no matter how much I kill myself for them. They only care USA, 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 but you've never served a day in your life.
Oh, Toddy, can you answer that question?
It wasn't a question. It was called a breakdown. Sorry that you can only keep your short attention span to 1 or 2 sentences.
No.
Ooh, honey, if he found himself, I need him to go back to the drawing board and try again.
If I need to try again, then why am I having the success I'm having there, Todrick? Why am I a double champ, Todrick? Something's working. Hello? Are you stupid?
People need others to hate.
Yeah.
That's all.
Let them pin it all on me. I'll be the sponge because I'll soak it all up and I'll deliver it right back to their heroes.
Well, you're in the ring right now, delivering let's show the block. Got some clubbing blows in. Hey, man,
so the way this match, the way this match was set up, I don't remember who it was originally slated, but there's one guy, I don't remember his name. He's got the green looking eyes. He's from New York, and he ended up getting into a heated argument on his own podcast with the promoter, Matthew Butterworth, and basically was downplaying me, downplaying Gemstone, Rip Cannon, basically any FW talent. He was saying, like, hey, I got 2 guys from New York. We'll come down there and fuck everybody up. So then Matthew Butterworth said, cool, I know the 3 perfect guys to fight you both. So we're just going to make this a Team New York versus Team North Carolina thing.
I think he finally understood what you asked him to do before we hit play. He finally set up the match and gave us the reason why it's
Thank you.
happening.
Oh, hardy hard.
5 minutes later. God damn. Thank you. I just gave up on it, Toddy.
This is my show.
I'm gonna white flag.
This is my show. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to give you what I want to give you, and you're going to do exactly like you've been doing. You're going to take it.
Oh.
I told you what I was going to do coming into this. I told you.
This is fucking insane. I'm so sorry, guys. Y'all are having this. Well, actually, I love
right
you
now
guys for
because
being here.
this is my show. Because this is my show. I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom and let you continue to watch, and I'll be right back.
It's be the best fucking 2.5 minutes of my life right now.
Look, he gets up and we get 2 more viewers. You see that?
Imagine that. Oh,
I hope he pees himself.
Oh my god. God damn. Johnny, I love you.
The timing could not have been more perfect for that.
Oh man. Got a cover here. No, kick out.
Well, at least he's trying. You can give him that.
I mean,
trying to do work. What? Child, that's
I'm not so sure what he's
monologue
trying
I've
to
ever
do,
heard
but
in
he's
my life.
trying.
All I heard was all my life I had to fight.
Story of our lives, isn't this? Isn't that the story of everyone's personal life? I mean,
I don't fucking know. I give up.
But I'll give him his 5 minutes of fame. It's okay.
It's a runaway. It's a runaway train.
Happy to disappoint you.
Let me keep my eye on the count because as soon as you got up, we got 2 viewers. And if the count goes back down, we know exactly what happened.
And I'm happy to disappoint.
Oh, we know.
I am happy to disappoint.
It's
There
okay.
are so
We
many
forgive you
other
for it.
platforms. If I was the reason that CCP actually went out of business, I'd take that as a badge of honor.
Oh, buddy,
Good
that would
luck.
never happen. But I mean,
So if you really want me to set my mind on the mission of running your followers into the ground, just say the word.
oh, we're not doing all that now. Come on, have some
Hmm.
decorum. I'll just hit the stop stream. Just call it. We're gonna go that route now. Come on.
Oh no, you're giving me my full 2 hours.
Oh, are you sure? Because
Well, you can
last
place your
time
two
I
hours
checked, you
performance
don't.
on
Last time
camera.
I checked, you don't have the fucking control, sir. that's
I
over
I
here.
don't have to have the control, but again, I told you I have the Army intelligence background. So what's
Uh-huh.
stopping me from looking up your address and coming and tying you up and making sure I get my 2 hours?
Well, for starters,
Don't
Here's the thing.
underestimate the lengths I'm
first of
willing to
all,
go,
don't you
Chris.
tease me with a good time. Second,
I
let's
bet you
let's
would be
let's
into
not
that.
pretend for 1 second that a public
You look
threat
like the
on the
submissive type.
fucking air like that.
Yeah.
Really, dude?
Oh,
Is
it's
that
not a
fucking
threat. It
stupid?
can happen.
Okay.
It can happen.
Guys in the
Let's
chat,
let's
y'all
do
hear
this
this, right?
because
Y'all hear this?
he's right. He's military intelligence. So let me put on my JAG hat for a minute. Let's just go ahead on and suffer out these 2 hours. That way, he does not have claim to come back again, and we never have to do this again.
I mean,
You're going to end up doing it again because Chris is going to get ahead of himself and make another bet, and I'll happily jump back on.
oh my God. Oh, I think I've learned my lesson already. It took 48 minutes to get through one fucking match. I think I'm good on
That's
that.
the beautiful part of gambling. You think you've learned your lesson, and it pulls you right back in.
I mean,
No, we're
I
going to dedicate a special part of the staff meeting to everybody not
our
making bets with you.
followers, our
Hmm.
followers for being here for this.
Well, if you have that JAG
Nice.
background, how many times can you punish a soldier, but they'll still go and do dumb shit?
Oh, oh,
Tell
oh.
me I'm wrong.
I did not say you were wrong.
That's because I'm always
Oh,
right.
Oh, hmm.
Rip, back at this point in my career, I will say Rip actually was a close friend. Rip died. Not really, but like in that he pretty much died.
what
Wait a
did
minute. Did y'all lose?
did
We
you
did
play?
That's
lose.
why he was talking. He was trying to distract us so we didn't see that he lost.
But now
It's a
there's
good
a
strategy.
there's a reason that we're focusing on this. So in the beginning, there was the Team New York versus Team North Carolina. And again, brand new crowd. They'd never seen any of us before, but this actually got a lot of the crowd behind us at this time. Because now at the intermission, after the show, there were people coming up like, man, we can't stand those guys. Like, y'all got to have a rematch. We want to see you. We want to see you kick their ass. The usual things all the fans say, right? And this is where it
Hmm.
starts. So now this is where I'm thinking I'm doing something right. There's people that believe in me. I'm on the right path. And so let's keep the evolution going. Move on to the next one. Look, I'm being a good NCO and I'm trying to care for my soldiers after I see that they're wounded. That's the different
You
side of me
you
that
used to
I
be a
was
nice
telling you
guy.
about that
Yeah, I see. You used to
you
be a nice
actually
guy.
would have liked. I'm not denying that.
Ennis, again, you assume that I don't like you. You understand that that's an emotional response, right? Like I figure you're a smart dude. You should be able to put that together. I no. Uh, that's then I don't think Todrick or Goth or anyone else on our channel is like giving you that kind of energy. Like I think ultimately you misjudge and misperceive a lot. Like there used to be somebody in here that was a good dude. And I'm not saying that that guy's dead and gone. I think that you can get back to it. but I'm also not suggesting by any means that you be one of those guys who follows the rules. Because let's be fair, you're not going to ever do that. So, like, I accept you for who you are. If you're a prick, I'm going to call you a fucking prick. But I still accept you for who you are, being a prick. Does that make sense? Like, so can this hate and dislike bullshit? Because that means that you have an emotional connection and emotional power. And that's, you don't have that over me. I don't have that over you. That's not what this is here for. You, now that it's getting darker wherever the fuck you're at, you totally look more and more like Dr. Claw. I need Inspector Gadget.
You're welcome.
What do we have coming up next, guys?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I genuinely just don't think you can ever put yourself in my shoes enough. Because what you say is an emotional response is nothing but absolute pain. Because you don't understand what it's like for 20 years of your life to be told no one likes you. I got to a point to where I couldn't maintain regular human relationships because I would always second guess. Have I done something for this person to not like me? They don't like me because of this. And I would overanalyze every single thing. It would even affect my romantic relationships. And that's the part that I'm telling you that you don't understand because clearly none of you have ever had to go down that deep of a pain hole. You've never had to feel that. And to be fair,
true.
because of where I'm at in life, I want you to feel this pain. I hope that someone puts you through so much trauma that I had to go through that maybe you'll finally wake up one day and you'll say to yourself,
Oh God.
but it's not going to happen because you've got your little echo chamber. You've got your little community where you're going to stroke each other's dicks and make each other feel like the happiest bunch in the world. You've got your little followers that are going to go against everything I say because they're doing what you tell them to do. And they're never, ever going to actually look outside their own emotions because none of the that I'm saying to you, Chris, comes from emotion. This is what I know to be true. This is facts.
Okay.
And we've already established that facts don't care about feelings.
Okay. Fantastic.
And the fact that you just give me a thumbs up and you blow me off, it cements exactly what I'm saying, Chris.
You saying the same goddamn shit. I want to get into this next match.
Because when the same thing is the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, we established that already.
100%. 100% agree.
And this is exactly what I mean when I say you don't respect me.
I respect you, man. I respect your in-ring ability. I don't respect you the person. I think you're the person. I think you're a piece of shit. We've had that conversation. We're okay with that. I'm okay with you disliking me and hating me. I don't care. Like, that doesn't faze me. Just like my views and opinions on you
I don't hate
faze
you, Chris.
Okay. Well, I mean, sure.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't hate you.
All right.
I actually genuinely don't hate anybody.
This is the best episode of Dr. Phil.
But I'm dedicated that I'm going to make you feel. I'm going to make you feel emotion. I'm going to make you feel pain. I'm going to make you feel disappointment. I'm going to make you feel anger. You've lashed out to me twice. And you want to talk about emotional control? You've lost control twice, Chris.
Okay, brother. You got it. No, I put you in
your
place.
I'm pushing you to desperation because you want me to shut up so bad, but you can't shut me up.
I'm going to hit play here.
Everybody just stop moving and he'll think all of our screens froze.
We're into this next match.
Todrick, you might be jagged, but you're dumb if you think I'm that simple-minded.
Hey, Matthew.
Honey, my GT score says otherwise.
Can you do me a favor?
Unless your GT scores are higher than a 160, I don't want to hear it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I scored a 96 on the ASVAB, and there's a reason I got into military intelligence.
Oh, you scored a 96? Come talk to me when that number is significantly higher.
Well, it
And
can only
then,
go up to a 99, so ain't much higher it can go.
oh, well, maybe back when I took it a long time ago, it did. It went way higher.
How long was a long time ago? Because I scored that in 2010.
I took the ASVAB in 2000. I came in the Army in 2001, and my GT score was a 117.
Well, I'll at least give you the respect that you're doing something to where you don't look like your actual age.
I usually drink water and mind my business.
Yeah.
You need to tell Chris to follow same suit.
Speaking of minding my business, guys, I'll be back. Y'all try not to burn the place down while I'm gone.
But because I know how much you guys want the details, I won't give you the finish again. But to set this match up, so this actually is a little bit after Team New York. Team New York actually mysteriously disappeared. There was one or two of the guys from Team New York, but the main leader coincidentally disappeared and never came back. Don't even know if he wrestles anymore, don't care. But they like what they saw between myself and Jim Stone working as a team. So they said, hey, let's put these guys together. We got two good comers for them. And their manager, Benny, stepped up and volunteered them. So that's what you're watching now.
Oh,
Jim and I are also former tag team champions together.
great. Another championship. I dig it.
Oh, yeah, you're going to hear a lot of those.
Oh, Lord, if I could take something back. I walked right into that.
If
I
I
walked
could
right into
if I could
that.
take my wrestling accomplishments and put them all on a uniform, awards and ribbons, I'd be decked out so much that you would think I was what's it called when you do the fake impersonation? What's it called?
Stolen
It's
valor.
stolen valor. You'd think I was stealing valor because of how decorated my uniform would be.
Good job. Okay.
Nice.
I actually
Good
do
match.
miss those pants.
I like those pants.
Calculated attacks there. You don't know where Jack is coming from. And he's been known to be making his name known here in the Carolinas. Going around.
Let's see what's going on in the chat.
America Lucha and last
A lot.
Yeah, let's hear what the armchair wrestlers have to say.
Now here at FWE making their debut. Look at that tiger style.
We have No Game says Ennis lives in darkness. UK Paul says, where's the world's smallest violin? Max says, I'm sorry that happened to you, Matt. I understand that could be very painful. Nobody likes you. Dee Dee said, well, how about start with the man in the mirror? The way people react to you is the response to your own attitude. UK Paul says, excuse me, ain't nobody telling me what to do while I'm in here. And No Game says, I came to watch your wrestling matches and enjoy them. We haven't done that yet. Oh, this is the best episode of Dr. Phil in a while.
And the ratings are going to go up, so you're welcome. And the great thing about it, let's first start off with, what was the, read the third comment back, I think it was.
Max said, I'm sorry that happened to you, Matt. I understand that could be very painful. Nobody likes you.
Oh, never mind. What was the next one after that? Because I totally saw that one coming. Next. Lack points for originality.
Well, how about start with the man in the mirror? The way people react to you is a response to your own attitude.
Ah, yes. I'm so perfectly glad that you brought that up because I, most of the time, will agree with you. However, when I'm the guy that's being complimented that I'm putting in all this work, when I'm the guy that people claim that I work well with others, and I even have a quote from one of the old Ring of Honor dojo coaches that Matthew Ennis is a welcome addition to any locker room that he steps in, then why am I having people laugh in my face when I say I want to be the Ring of Honor World Champion? Why am I having people treat me like an outsider when I'm just trying to get along?
Well,
Please tell me that.
You could ask the person who was laughing at you why he was laughing.
Yeah, and I did, and they literally repeated it. They're like, nobody takes you that seriously.
Well, everybody's entitled to their opinion, right?
But there's a difference between just one person's opinion versus how you can watch your life play out and see, oh, they really don't take me seriously. I'm not getting invited to go hang out after the shows. I'm watching everybody else at the Ring of Honor dojo get their shots on TV, but I'm just still the good helping hand that's just being sent to go pick up coffee and carry bags. But I'm still putting in all this work with them at the dojo, and I'm being told I'm making all this progress, and I'm being told that I have a good attitude. So is it really just an opinion, or is it how I'm actually being treated? Because the fruits of the tree, the tree isn't bearing any fruit.
Well,
But
then again,
wait,
you have to ask that
I got a very
exact same person.
great
I
point to
cannot
finish
answer
off.
for that person, right?
I got the answer. I got the answer.
Okay.
Whoever that was, I don't care enough to know their name. They said, look at the man in the mirror, and that's where you start. And you know what? A year ago, when I got to the hop, guess what I did? I looked in the mirror, and I finally said, I'm going to take every single piece of pain that I've been through, and I'm going to harness it. And I'm finally going to take control of my career. And now I am the face of the House of Champions. I'm one of the faces of FWE, and I'm on the greatest run I've ever been on.
Good
People
for you.
bring me in for opportunities now. So really, people want to see me. I am the champion. I think the man in the mirror is doing a pretty fucking good job, you little piece of shit basement dweller.
Hey, don't call anybody
Ooh.
on my channel a piece of shit. You're the only piece of shit that's in the room. We're not
Their
doing
opinions are
that.
pieces of shit.
Well,
Well,
And it's a
everybody's
direct
got one,
reflection of the person
including
giving the
you.
piece of opinion.
I mean, Steve, sorry you feel that way.
But I
Share
want you to pay
preference.
attention because, again, you missed it. So this match
I didn't
was
miss
set up
anything.
because for some reason, the head of the New York guy just disappears. They liked me and Jim together, so they put us together. Me and Jim are former tag team champions of Ring Wars Carolina. And so now Benny, the manager for this little crew, says, hey, I got two guys that are ready to fight anybody. We step up to the plate and the crowd is ready to go. Zenith, that's their name.
Okay, before the record, I was watching from my phone. So,
Oh, okay.
I saw it.
Just making sure.
Yeah. My channel, bro. Kind of.
I will be right back, guys.
Yep, it's break time for everybody. Everybody's taking them in unison. It started with you, Matt. You started it off, and then I needed to take mine. I thought he's taking his. I'm sure Josh will have to take his next.
no, I will sit for it.
Here.
So if you want to go again, be my guest. It's okay.
No, I'm good.
And let's just pay attention to something too. Listen, do you hear that reaction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, that's the time of my life where I thought I was doing the right thing. Because you hear that reaction,
Yes.
and how can you not think these people like me and they believe in me? You can only think that because you don't get that reaction if you don't have that connection with the fans.
I mean, they care about you right here. So clearly, you had to have done something that warrants them to turn the other cheek. That's typically what happens.
As you're gonna see, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Okay. Oh, nice.
In the beginning, they were hot, and they were behind us, and they believed in me. But then I just started losing more than they thought I should, and I wasn't picking up the victories like they thought I should. And just like a fair weather fan in sports, oh, my team's not doing how I think I should do, so I'm going to jump on this other bandwagon they abandoned. And I had already spent so much of my life feeling abandoned that why am I going to go back to that and try to get it back when they're the ones that left me?
Well, you don't have to. That's the beautiful thing. But you also don't have to be an overbearing.
And now you see where we're at.
I mean, you don't have to be.
Because
you can still be.
pain is a very powerful motivator.
Well, Dee says, great answer there. Just proved your point. Awesome attitude. No wonder people laugh in your face. Oh, shit. We're done with that match. This was a full show. I will
Oh,
commend
ha,
you
ha,
on
ha.
something.
I picked up on your sarcasm.
Time out.
Not you, the comment.
I will commend you on something because I didn't know that FWE existed until I see these matches, and I do see that they have full shows. So we'll loop them in on an
Hmm.
Inside the Indies and watch a full show back and see what they have going on outside of you. So I appreciate you for that. New talent. That's what our
You're
shows deserve.
welcome.
Although
Again, I
I'm
channel eyeballs and I bring exposure
I need you to cut a
like
fucking
a
light
champion
on.
should.
Cut a
And if
light on.
any of you pathetic cat bottom dwellers are in North Carolina or around the North Carolina area, August 30th, come see your favorite light heavyweight champion in action because I'll be defending it against True Grit Alex Bryant.
Oh
And
man.
Alex Bryant is also someone that actually used to be a close friend of mine, but he's going to learn a very painful, violent lesson.
I like Alex
Oh,
Bryant.
I really love this one. And this is exactly where I'm going to call it that this is where the fans started turning.
Okay. This is La Resistance versus Codename Flex. Is that your name?
That was my name because guess what? A very influential figure in wrestling at the time says, "Oh, you need a gimmick to get over. You don't need to be yourself right now. You need a gimmick so you can get over. And
Did you
then that
listen?
way, once you're over, because again, I was too kind. I didn't want to speak up because this person was a name. Because
And
God forbid that I stand up for myself.
does
Yeah.
does
So I
that
said, okay, this
does it
person's
let me make sure I understand you correctly. A name has that much influence on you calling yourself Codename Flex?
so the name came from me, if that's what you're laughing at. The name came from me
I'm
because I
laughing
said,
at the
okay,
name in general. Whether you are attached to it
so
or not, that's a fucking stupid name.
anyway, the name came from I used to be known as Flex Simmons in the industry.
Okay.
So then I said, okay, Flex Simmons, you don't think about the military when you hear Flex Simmons. So how can I get my army background over? How can I get my intelligence background? In the intelligence community, we use code names. You don't use your real name on an operation. You use code names.
Mhm.
So then code name Flex, and Flex is spelled as an acronym because we use a lot of acronyms
Sure.
in the army. So I know you have a very low IQ, but the name
No,
actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
I just think it's stupid, which is what I said. Had nothing to do with
Well,
not understanding the
you're
goddamn
you're
acronym.
stupid.
Okay, cool. That's a great response. Let's get into this tag team match. Again, here's why I say that in ring, I can't really fault you too much right here because if you weren't capable of carrying a match or being involved in a match with a former WWE tag team champions, with La Resistance, like you wouldn't be there. Like so the whole notion of you can't go is kind of put to bed because you can, and we're seeing it as we're watching the show back. The problem is the attitude. We'll get more into that in just a second. Let's go in three, two, one, play. Here we go.
But where you're not seeing and where this hatred, actually it's not hatred, correction, where this rage comes from is that exactly what you just said. I can go in the ring. I know I can carry a match. I know I can go in the ring. I know deep down how good I am. But then why do I get passed up for people that aren't as good as me? Why do their names get put out first when they know I'm in the exact same room?
I can't speak for that. I'm not the one that's booking that card and
Exactly.
paying you the
Because I
talent.
don't have the respect.
I
Because
mean,
if they truly respected me, they respected my talent, they respected my work ethic, all the things that everybody says they want to see that I continue to put on day in and day out, if they truly respected it, I would have those opportunities, but I have to keep taking things from people because when I try to ask nicely and I try to be your little poster boy child, all sunshine and daisies, I can't get what I want. But as soon as I want to turn it up, oh, he's ruffling feathers. He's being mean. He's got this bad attitude to him now. Oh, no. We feel so bad. Okay, yeah, let's put him in the Hawk Championship. Oh, no. Now he won the Hawk Championship. Oh, God, whatever will we do? because I had to take it. And that's
So,
what a lot of people keep forgetting.
Boo, boo, tomato,
so
tomato.
I think we solved the mystery of why he hates posters.
We got it right there. The
Well,
more you
we
know.
now know.
Dun dun dun.
Does he have that kind of power?
Oh, and here you are.
Hmm.
Codename Flex.
I hope your
Throw
Jag
it.
career was better than your deductive reasoning.
Fire!
That's Matthew Butterworth, by the way.
Oh, the gentleman who was just entering.
That's Matthew Butterworth, the promoter of FWE. Actually, fun little story. Matthew Butterworth almost made the biggest mistake of his life disrespecting me in the beginning when I first contacted him about FWE. Because actually, a mutual friend of ours actually hit me up and said, "Hey, I know a guy that's starting this promotion in Raleigh. Let me give you his contact information. You should reach out." So then I reached out to him. And again, knowing how good that I am, knowing the value that I can bring to a show, knowing that I can go there, get people behind me, and I can put in work in that ring and win against anybody they put me up against. Oh, yeah, hey, I might have a battle royal for you. I'll let you know. And it's like, excuse me? I've been doing this for 8 years now, and I've built the reputation that I have, and might have battle royal, and I was vouched for by a friend that you deem a close friend, but you might have a battle royal for me. But needless to say, Mr. Matthew Butterworth came to his senses, and it's now why I sell more than 20 to 30 tickets every single show, and he's got the numbers that he can back it up because my name is on the discount code that they use. I put butts in seats, and I'm going to put even more because they're all going to want to see me lose, and more people are going to come to these shows, which I'm going to make FWE and Matt Butterworth more money.
You put butts in discounted seats. That's what I just heard. But
Oh, so now I'm the bad guy because I'm trying to save people money.
I'm just listen. You said it, not me.
So when Target's got something on sale, you don't go buy it.
I don't shop at Target, so that's
Whatever store, plug and play wherever you like to
I
go.
mean, your words, man. Don't get mad at me. I didn't do anything.
Podcast equipment gets put on sale. You mean to tell me you're not going to buy it because it's discounted? Are you that stupid?
No, I've got great equipment right now. I'm in good shape, man. Thanks for asking, though. I mean, you're on the show right now. It's being blasted out.
You want so hard to get one over on me that you'll literally defy logic.
I don't care about getting anything over on you or not. I care about what I'm
with these sarcastic, terrible responses that you keep giving me. You definitely have it out for me, and you've had it out for me since the beginning, all because I corrected you on how to say my name.
And I've apologized for fucking your name up. That's not good enough for you.
But you still won't shut up.
Brother, I give you what you give me. You put the energy out there. Don't get mad because I give it to you right back. Your biggest misconception.
And I give it back better.
And that's your opinion.
Good for you.
You're entitled to that. I'm not going to argue your
1,000%.
That's the difference between you and I. I don't care one way or the other. You know why I'm enjoying the Spotlight show? I assure you, it has nothing to do with you at all, and everything to do with the guys that you're in the ring with. He finally cut a fucking light on. 2 hours into the show, hour and 15 minutes in.
Yep.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you.
Because this is my show today, and I'll do things how I want.
Dr. Claus revealed himself, guys. He does exist. It's not just Goth who plays the role. Can we reverse Beetlejuice? Say his name 3 times. Will he fuck off?
You're so funny.
You gave Paul, you win the show.
Listen, I have had to do. I don't know what is going on with the chat, but I've had to do more moderation than I've had to do in a long time.
Aggression.
It's like
I'm getting you more engagement. That's what's happening.
I've had to click allow. No. I've had to click allow because the censor was stopping comments from coming through.
Yeah, because they want to respond. They want to talk. I'm getting your audience to engage. And that's another thing that this is all, I'm 2 steps ahead. I've worked in Army intelligence for 15 years. I
Yeah.
know how to predict human behavior.
Okay.
Good for
Yeah.
So
you.
I'm getting you riled up and I'm telling you that I'm doing it and you're still going to do it. You play right into my hand. And those of you in the chat, that's the beautiful part about it. That's why I tell you, you don't know anything. Your opinion doesn't matter because I'm already 1 step ahead of you and I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to keep feeding back into me because now I'm actually making you feel like you belong to something. I'm giving you more action than you've probably ever gotten from a romantic partner in your life.
Says the
And you're going to go
guy
back
who.
from this and you're going to keep hating me. But you're deep down inside, you're going to know that I'm right.
Let me just put this disclaimer out there. The views and opinions of our guests do not reflect the views and opinions of those associated with this channel.
Oh yeah, that's gonna definitely roll.
Oh, let's
That's
get
what makes this
controversial.
the
Bring your
same.
best shot because I can promise, like
Oh,
Captain America, I can do this all day. Let's go.
newsflash: people's opinions will get you over in wrestling. TD
They probably tried to
11.
armchair book WrestleMania too.
What did you think about WrestleMania? Let's talk about that
Can
for a
we get a
second.
reverse Beetlejuice effect?
That's what I said,
I
Paul.
can't talk about WrestleMania.
No, I said let's talk about WrestleMania. What do you think about it? There's
I loved it.
there's some ups and downs. If you follow the shit online, I truly don't. I don't really engage a whole lot on social media unless it's on the Instagram account. What did you think about the Cena Cody match? That seems to be a hot button amongst the internet wrestling community. What's your
I think it's beautiful.
I liked how it
I
played too.
am
To
so
be
proud
fair,
of I'm so proud of John Cena because there's so many similarities between he and I. Granted, I haven't made anywhere near close to the money that man's made in wrestling. I'm definitely nowhere near as a global name as John Cena, but I will be one day. But let's just make one thing clear. I can relate to Cena so much because that toxic relationship that he talks about is exactly why I changed to become the man that I am today. Because the fans are so fickle. They will chew you up. They will spit. Oh,
that was
this just
Mm.
re-frustrated me. That ref,
the
that
referee.
ref. If I if if I ever
Hurt.
catch him in real life,
He hurts.
he wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt. It was all a ruse.
That's some fuckery
That
right
ref has
there.
worked with La Resistance.
It's a rough
Just
job being
to
a ref.
just to make sure everybody saw it. If you don't mind, go back.
Oh no,
Actually, I don't care if you mind. Go back anyway.
no, he didn't make the 3 count.
Go back anyway.
There's no reason to go back on it. He didn't make the
But
three
I want
count.
them to see it.
He went to.
We all saw
Everybody
it.
saw it. Everybody saw it. They're watching this
Are you
right
sure?
now. I'm positive.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm
The
getting your
three count
your
wasn't.
fans riled up, so they're paying more attention to
No,
me than they are that
listen.
video.
See, here's the thing. We saw
Uh,
that, and like you said, similarity to John Cena. That's why you had the lights off. We couldn't see you.
Okay.
Now we know. We understand.
so realistically,
But we
here
saw
the
it.
referee did not make the 3 count. There was a legitimate. You got to call what you see. There was a legitimate 3 count there. Referee didn't make it, which led to La Resistance pulling a fuckery finish. I can see you being upset
There's
about that.
there's no reason that me and Jim should not have been the tag team champions here.
I can't argue
Zero.
that,
None.
nor will I, because you're 100% correct on that.
But as you can
100.
see, Matt Butterworth is the biggest mark for La Resistance on the planet.
Well,
What kind of promoter inserts himself, especially at the Dorton Arena? The Dorton Arena, one of the most richest places of wrestling history. The Dorton Arena, and you've got the military dude, because La Resistance actually at the beginning of that show interrupted the American national anthem to sing the Canadian national anthem. Who better to answer the call than the military man and Jim Stone, who's also from America? But you want to insert yourself with the opposing team? And you want to let them be able to get the victory in such a way? Get out of here.
so
The disrespect.
It's all about disrespect. I understand.
But going back to John Cena, because I want to finish that thought. Cena is at the best he's ever been. I love the fact that he had Cody so rattled that Cody struggled with himself. Do I make the choice and be who I know that I could be, take Cena out with the belt, and then make sure I put him down? Or am I going to live by some moral code that's going to make people love me and appreciate me and respect me, quote unquote? And that's exactly why Cody couldn't pull the trigger. That's why John Cena capitalized, and that's why we have a historic 17-time world champion. And that's why, just like he said, they got nothing, and he was going to ruin wrestling. And I hope he continues to ruin wrestling for everybody.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely follow in those footsteps. That's for sure.
And I'm going to.
Ruining wrestling, absolutely, one day at a time. Here we are. You want to set this up? It's Code Flex.
This one was roughly over a year ago. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is for the United States Championship. Because Jason Riker, I think I said his name right, Gunner,
God, you
aka Gunner.
You fucking better. I better not hear you botch anybody's fucking name.
Okay, first of all, if I want to botch a name, I'll fucking botch a name. Okay. And I'll dare Jason Riker to come fight me about it.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
Okay, now that that's out of the way.
Oh, perfect. Go ahead.
He was the United States champion for reasons unknown. Ironically, coincidentally, whatever you want to call it. But Mr. Champion couldn't show up for whatever reason anymore. So FWE had to vacate the United States Championship. Jim and I were at the strongest on the roster at the time that weren't holding current champions. So now the match became a number one contendership between us. So that's why we're fighting for the United States Championship.
All right.
Oh, somebody handed you another number one contender spot.
Oh.
When I just said that we were at the top of the roster that weren't holding championships, so just everything I've done, huh? So just fuck everything I've done, huh?
What I said. And if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Let's get started in 3.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion, Todrick. That's why you're Jag. You guys are always wrong.
Oh.
Okay.
God.
All right.
I really, really, really am regretting getting involved in this.
Well, if it gets us a couple of more viewers,
that's the most that fucking Goth has spoken all goddamn night. If he wasn't chewing out old Matthew here or trying to.
Child, I was over here sipping my tea. I was like, oh.
Exactly. It's all about the belts. And here
all right.
You're
in pose formation right there.
A professional wrestling gemstone.
So at this point, has the crowd started to turn against you, or are you guys both coming in this with respect?
Why don't you listen? At this point, Jim's turned on me because me and Jim were the tag team champions for RWE. Guess who turned his back on me after we lost them?
Okay.
So now my best friend that I've known since high school, just because we happened to go through one piece of adversity, now you turn your back on me. So yeah, there's a little animosity in this match. And again, I did nothing to have him turn on my back. Turn his back on me. Sorry.
It's late. We understand. Nobody's perfect.
No, actually, it's a thing called ADHD that just because my brain works differently than others, I get judged for it.
No, I'm there. Same thing. ADHD. Same thing. Diagnosed. I get it. I understand. All the more reason for you to understand that fucking mistakes happen. But okay. Here we go.
There's a difference in a mistake happen and you're still making the mistake after I correct you.
Yeah, well, shit happens, folks. Here we because here we
Yeah,
are,
I bet it
right?
does.
Like here we are. You're stuck here with me, and I'm stuck here with you for a few
And
minutes.
why are we here again?
Because I parlayed something that I should have just let go. I made a
And
mistake.
what
This
was the
is
end result of that parlay?
this is the
I'm
end
the
result.
what?
Oh, that had nothing to do with your match with fucking Dustin,
I
other
I
than
don't care. I want you to say it. I want you to
well,
say it. I'm the what?
yeah,
Go.
uh
I could think of several
I
adjectives.
can't too, but
I'm the
I'm trying to
what? I'm
pick
the
the
what at
right
the hot?
one. I'm trying to pick the right one, Toddy.
I'm the what at the hot? I'm their what?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're the poster boy of the company now, I question the company because I don't know how much
Mm.
faith I'd put in you to
You should actually blame Renee.
I don't want to blame Renee for
This is
this. No,
this is
listen.
you should. This is her
No,
fault.
I'm not. It's not her fault. She came out there and made it a number one contenders match. Like she did what was best for business at that point. She put whoever was going to win in that
Oh,
main event.
I'm
You
glad you
pulled the
agree that I'm
win,
best for
and
business.
you pulled the win, and you won it on your own and by your own accord. I have given you that respect, and I have given you that props. Don't pretend like I haven't. Don't pretend like I haven't
Listen,
given you the respect that you do deserve when you pull something off correctly. And case in point, since we are not going to obviously wait until we get there, the way that you won the championship, people may question that method. People may look at that as taking a cheap shot. But the reality of the situation is this: there are no disqualifications in a triple threat match. You did not
nope.
break a rule to win the match whatsoever. And our little spat back and forth today had nothing to do with you
So
leaving with the championship and everything to do with implying that you defeated Big Boy Patty, which you did not do.
mm,
You defeated GMJ.
mm,
However, you did leave with the
mm,
championship. That's not defeating Big Boy Patty. That's not putting his
mm.
shoulders to the mat. That's not defeating him 1, 2, 3. We do have a match coming up to close the show with Big Boy Patty. I don't know how that ends. I've never seen it before. I'm looking forward to
Mm.
seeing it and seeing how it plays out. That's where the breakdown in communication between you and I comes from, sir. I'm not going to fault you for winning a match the way that you won that match
Moving on
because
past that, let me explain to you why this is GM Renee's fault.
okay,
Renee
yeah, fuck anything you
set
just said.
everything up to where no one wanted what happened, but it's exactly why it's her fault and exactly why I'm so happy that I could finally be the disappointment that all of you make me out to be because Renee could have minded her own business. That was personal between me and Destin. Destin had been getting in my business for a while. And I told Destin what was going to happen at the show prior to Tournament of Champions. I told him I was going to destroy your career. You were not getting the hot championship, and I made sure that that happened. So I did what I said. Destin knew it was coming, and that's on Destin that he didn't keep his head on a swivel and that he didn't look out for anything that could happen. That's why he lost that opportunity. So then at Tournament of Champions, it was just simply going to be me pummeling Destin and breaking his spirit. There wasn't anything past that. It was a blood rivalry. Destin wanted to kill me. I wanted to kill Destin, and I promised that I was going to put Destin down in front of his family. And I still did that. But then Renee had to let her motherly instincts kick in because she's a mom of three, and she had to let her emotions take control. And she said, "Oh no, poor little Destin. You got robbed of your opportunity and you've been upset about it. So here, baby, here's this match for you to redeem yourself. Whoever wins, you're the number one contender. And you know what, Destin, just because I care about you so much, even if you're that number one contender, you'll get to wrestle tonight." And that gave little Destin the hope that had to be shut down because Destin truly believed this is my shot. I'm gonna get to redeem myself. And he had to learn a very hard lesson that all kids have to learn at some point is that you don't always get your little fairy tale story ending. And I made sure of that. So then now, after I speared Destin out of his boots, picked up that win 1, 2, 3. gave you the look of, yeah, motherfucker, I just did that and shut your ass up, walked to the back and got ready for that main event match. That's because of Renee. I would have never been in that match. The champion right now would either be GMJ or Patty.
Yeah.
But Renee wanted to do her thing, put her nose where it didn't belong. And
Now,
that's exactly why I did what I had to do, because I saw my opportunity and I said, I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting this up the chance. I'm taking what's mine. And that's why I am now the face of the House of Champions.
what we're not going to do is disparage the good name of Renee. That's what we're not going
Dude,
to do because
if the
Renee
truth,
was doing. I let you get your whole Cruella monologue out. May I have 2 minutes?
this
Thank
is
you.
my show. If I don't
I
want you to
don't give
talk,
a
Todrick,
damn.
you're not going to talk, Todrick.
Cruella.
Okay, see.
If
Hush.
it can be destroyed by the truth, it
Hush.
deserves to be destroyed by
Cruella.
the truth. If
Cruella,
Mm.
Renee
hush.
gets destroyed because of the truth, that's on Renee. Renee made her
She
choice.
she is not getting destroyed by the truth.
Oh,
Renee is
such
a
a crybaby.
businesswoman who is very, very, very good at what she does. And so
Oh,
there
yes,
were
she
things that
is.
were said, and Destin was supposed to have an opportunity for the title. Something happened where it didn't happen. She made things right. That's
That
what's
hurt.
good for business. That's what the fans want to see. Renee has a product. She wants the
Mm.
fans to continue to buy her product, which is why I say she's a genius at what she does. And she did just that. It wasn't about motherly instinct. It wasn't about, I'm just going
Mm,
to take up for Destin. She did what was best for business.
mm.
You happen to be another piece of that because of your interference in the other match. So the two of you facing off made absolute logical sense. And you won the match. Therefore, you got to be in the triple threat during the main event. Because of what? Because of her business savvy and her marketing genius.
So you've taken everything that I've
Oh,
said and
God.
you've spun it out of context, because I never said anything discrediting the decision she made. I just said it could have been avoided if Renee would have minded her own business, because the business was
See,
there. You heard the crowd when I faced Little Destin. You heard how behind they were. They wanted to see more, but now they don't get to,
Hey, Goth.
because
How you
I'm the
doing, buddy?
champ. I make the rules now.
I'm doing good. I'm just listening to him
but
blabber.
you don't get to
Good, man. Just
spin
making sure you're
that
still with
out
me.
of context. You said, and I
Yeah, I'm
quote,
still with you.
her
Like,
motherly instinct.
Yeah,
I'm
That
with
is
you.
what
yeah,
But
you
because she
said.
felt bad for little Destin. Destin threw a tantrum. Little Destin
uh,
threw a fit
he
and
likes
wanted
to
to get
listen
Cover
his
to his
title
own
shot
voice,
back.
two.
isn't he?
Oh, near fall.
But Renee has an audience. And so
Renee
that's what the
also has
audience
three
wanted to
kids.
see. That has nothing to do with what she
What the
did
fuck,
It
when it
doesn't.
came
man?
to the business
You
side.
mean to tell
That's
me Renee's not going to look at a upset 17-year-old boy that stuck his nose where he doesn't belong and have the bias towards him because he's her little baby and be like, oh my God, I
Um,
want my baby to get his participation trophy
so
so he can feel
upset.
good?
Somebody got an opportunity.
Welcome to the
Jeez.
honey, for
show,
somebody
Goth.
that's
Analyze.
I'm not
military
upset.
intelligent.
You're right.
No,
I
you're
did get an
reacting like a
opportunity. I
child.
got an
Dude, come
opportunity.
on. You're reacting
I
like an
got an
adult.
opportunity and I
Yeah,
capitalized
Fine.
you
on said
got an
opportunity.
opportunity. Good for you.
Yeah.
You don't
And
have to
that's why
say
you're
that
talking
when
to
he
the
got 1,000
champion.
times in a minute.
Nice follow away slam there.
Being a little
So
bit
we should just,
repetitive, but it's
but this
okay.
is what I mean when I say you just can't be happy. You got an opportunity, but it's not because she's a mom. It's because she is a businesswoman who knows what she knows what her audience wants, and she
That's
gave that to the audience.
Jag's story, and they're sticking to it.
Honey, for somebody to
Good
be
for you.
military intelligence, you are just dumb as hell.
I am. Am I? Because I'm getting a rise out of you exactly like I want, Todrick. I'm doing everything on this podcast that I wanted to do.
You
Good
did
for
Oh.
not
you.
get a rise out of me because
Good
there is
for
a button
you.
that lets
Mm.
me hang up from this call and I will go do other things.
Why don't you
That's how
do us
you
a
know you
favor
got
and
a
do it,
rise out
Todrick?
of me.
Why don't
No,
you hang
because I
up?
want us to maintain
Because you
viewership.
won't.
Max,
Because you don't
so love
actually
you.
have the cojones to follow through exactly what you're going to
Uh,
say you're going to do. You're not going to hang up. It's an empty threat, Todrick.
oh, God.
Oh yeah, guys. We won't. I won't won't make this bet again. I promise. Max Stone
We
said
could
he
have
had
said 2
to
more minutes.
he had to handle some things, but was
Add
watching.
United States Championship to the resume.
Max Stone had to tend to some things. Was watching on mute for a little while. He was almost ready to give this guy some props for what he was seeing in the ring, but then he heard him talk again. So I think
Actually, think about that. Think about that. Think about exactly what I've done psychologically, because the comments went from this guy doesn't do cool things. This guy sucks in the ring. I'm not entertained by what this guy does. And now the script is flipping to where, oh, I almost gave this guy props. I don't care that me running my mouth didn't get me props from somebody, a name and a number online. But do you see the evolution? You watch enough of
Yeah.
my work, you can't help but deny my greatness. And that's the
one
message.
person made that
But
statement.
it all
Dude.
starts with one.
Come
It
on,
starts with one.
stop playing. DD's still waiting
Just
for a good
just
wrestling
like
move
your
from you. So just so
just
you're
like your
clear.
BS little podcast had to start with one follower. All it takes is for one person to have that
Hey,
realization.
my man.
Actually, we
Our-
started with 5.
Yeah, we did actually. So,
You had 5 sets of one. Congratulations.
what is the timestamp on this
Oh,
match?
he's congratulating us. So that's nice.
It was very sarcastic. Don't take it to heart.
I know.
What
Good.
what's the time? What's the timestamp on this
Yeah.
match, please? For some
Three
reason.
3 minutes and 12 seconds.
Thank you. For some reason, the shit reset on me, but here we go. This is for the United States Championship triple threat match.
What do we have up next?
Chase Emory versus
Mm.
Gemstone versus yourself. The U.S. Championship's on the line again. FWE live over on YouTube, guys. I know I've mentioned it several times. And if you've made it this far on the fucking release video, I commend you. All you need to do is go down below and check the links, and you'll be directed straight over to the FWE YouTube page, and you will be able to just hit that subscribe button for us. Do big things for them. Let's see if we can help get them to 1,000. They're literally, as of this show recording, when we hit the play button, it was 946. Let's see where we can push that number to while we're on the air. And I'm gonna hit refresh on the last match that we do when we get ready to leave the air and see if we've gotten some subscribers over there for them. They're legit. I mean, I say 54 away, guys. Like we can probably move some mountains here and make some things happen for a Fed. And that's kind of a cool thing if you really sit back and think about it. Look past all the bullshit of the stream that you've seen so far and focus on that piece of business right now. We can help a company get to monetization, which only brings more money to them as a company. That's where I want your focus to be for just a few minutes if you're here with us live or if you're watching over on replay. FWE Live is where you can go on YouTube. Sorry, there's my plug soapbox. I just wanted to make sure that we cover the Fed. Triple threat match. Let's get it started in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, hold on. Matt, let me swap screens for you so you got a view. Hold on.
Also, no disqualification in this match, so just
There
three
you go.
young,
You
hungry
should be.
guys here in the FWE.
You got the match.
I'm
No
actually
disqualification.
I'm actually genuinely shocked that you actually have the influence over these followers like you do, because 2 of them listened. Because if you remember, the number was at 944, and now it's at 946. So congratulations that you actually can influence people. You
Wow.
just can't remember how to say a fucking name right.
Oh,
I mean,
honey.
he was so close, and then he just had to be himself. And
We're underway
I
here.
just accept him for
There's
being
still
up there.
hope for him.
No, there's not.
And it's
You
just
just
kinda
have to know that coming in, and if you
swiping
do,
the
then
guys
it's
almost.
awesome.
Well, it
Triple
was
threat match.
sarcastic, so
Emory
don't
No
worry.
first.
DQ here. Let's
Let's
see
roll
if
Gemstone up.
we get some fuckery
Does
like we
not
got
go
at
up.
Hawk. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm impressed with what I know. Again, I know we've had a lot of
You know, I'm glad they
nonsense
realized
stuff
early
going
that was
back
the
and forth.
win.
I'm
I
actually
could've-
impressed with Chipstone.
They're both going pretty
I
fast.
like
That
what
could've
I've seen out
happened
of him
a couple more times.
throughout this show. Your careers have run parallel in this Fed.
Gemstone and I will never ever be
Switch
friends
up,
again.
trying to
Well, I
And
mean, I understand.
it's almost no. I'm getting there. It's almost unfortunate because I'm the one that got Jim started in professional wrestling, which is why I was so hurt when he turned his back on me. And to disrespect me the way he did and pay me back that way because I had already been wrestling for 3 years. And again, Jim and I went to high school together. So now there was a point in 2017 um, where I ended up getting a Facebook message from Jim and it said, "Hey, if I wanted to be a pro wrestler like you, what would I need to do?" And I shocked him because my next message was, "Just come to training with me. Come this Wednesday." And he's like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that so soon." But then he came to training, and the rest is history. And
Well,
so Jim Stone, he's a big body. I used to be his personal trainer. Like if you look at the gym from old in 2017, he look now that guy that you see in that ring, that massive fucking unit. I made that. I'm the one that gave him the diet and the training advice to become such a massive fucking thing of destruction.
well, then
But
just say it.
all of
He's a
that goes
brick
out the
shit
window.
house.
Our friendship goes out the window. Yeah, he is a fucking brick shit house. And he can jump and he's powerful. He's explosive. He's got the cardio to run all day. But I help you get to that point. I give you all these connections and I help make you what you are. But you turn your back on me and that's not disrespectful to me. So I don't have a reason to be angry, right? I don't have a reason to be upset.
Nobody says that you don't have a reason to
Maybe
be angry
maybe
or
I should have
upset,
asked
dude.
him,
But
"Oh God,
no,
why did you do that?" Maybe I should have
how
figured out his feelings, right?
how long ago was this match?
I'm pretty sure it tells you.
I mean,
I don't think you need my help to read, but I promise you I can spell it out for you if you need.
I'm actually stuck on the screen and can't. You know what? Fuck you, Toddy. Can you scroll down and tell me what this
I'm
match
stuck
is
on the
about?
screen. I can't
I
see it
got you.
either.
I got you.
I can't scroll
I
down.
got you. It says
I just
February 3rd, 2024.
okay. So this was a little over a year ago. All right, cool. That's all I needed to see. That's
Mm-hmm.
all I wanted to know. Looking for context here. I assume that your career, you not would know every match that you were a part of. That's come on, that's a little stretch. But I kind of figured you'd have an idea of roughly when this was. But no worries. Um,
At one point, these two are going to have to fight each other. Not sure if they know that or not. They can't. I don't think we're going to reach a decision from that board. It's going to let us split the U.S.
okay,
Championship.
so yeah, they're still solidly not solidly behind you, but they're booing the fuck out of these two.
It's
Oh,
super
there's
delayed here
disrespect there by Jim
on the
Stone.
double tap.
I'll never forget this show because
I don't know. You
Bound to
couldn't tell me
make
when it
Matthew
was,
Ennis a
so
little bit
I
dizzy.
would, I'm pretty
Get
sure
that
you already
blood
have.
flowing to the
I
brain.
didn't say. And
Back
see,
to himself.
this is your problem, Chris, because earlier you were being all sympathetic. Oh, I've got ADHD too,
I
but
do.
you can't put two and two together. That
You
I
keep
remember
talking
moments and
about me
emotions way more than I
mispronouncing
remember
your name,
numbers.
dude. Like, come
Little bit
on,
closer
get
to the
past
mic,
it.
So
man.
I talk
My
about you mispronouncing
my
my name after
my
I've corrected you.
my
Get the mic
point
up on
on the
top.
whole subject is you
I told you
can't
how to say my
harbor the
name, and
same
then you continued
fucking
to fuck it
Let's
shit.
up.
get back from
I,
Emory.
you know what? I'm not gonna
Now
fucking
he
bring it up
Yeah.
anymore. You
Oh,
Why
harbor
do I
on
need to
both
change
ends the
it
same
if the
shit.
same shit is the correct
Almost
shit?
a game of
I
one-upsmanship.
mean,
They're taking
so do you
turns.
want me to mispronounce your name, or do you want me to pronounce your name correctly?
No,
Because now
I
you're
Playing
starting
told
to
with
you to
push.
effort,
correct
for
it.
lack of better
I
Okay,
terms.
told
cool,
you to correct it, and you still
cool.
I
won't.
guess we're just
All
gonna
right, cool. Got it.
figure
Now,
you
out
still
who
here,
now
gets the
Teddy?
baddest move, and that's the person who gets to.
Mr. Ennis, I will
But anyway,
pronounce your
I
name
guess it doesn't
correctly
matter.
moving forward.
we'll find out. I'd
I will
I'd
do
hate
my
for you to be
best.
the first fan that I knock out live at a show.
I
Led by
mean, first of all,
Emory
you've
and
had two
Stone.
opportunities and
Emory
haven't
now
done
pulls Stone
shit.
off the pile,
So,
and
again, for someone
I
who
didn't
jumped
need
on
to.
Toddy about talking
I
big
didn't need
behind a
to.
keyboard, behind a
another
fucking
argument very
screen, and
sad.
on a camera, buddy,
I ripped your sign and you
I
stand there
was
and look at me
live
like
and
a
in
little
living
bitch.
color in your fucking house, and
oh,
Association
all
with their
you did
handshake.
was
I'm
puff your
enjoying
chest
this.
out
I ripped
and
your
do not a
sign, took it
motherfucking
out of
thing.
your
Genesis will
hand,
return in the first
whipped
one.
it in your face, and you didn't do shit.
I'm in a. If
Maybe
I
we
was
should
to
call
lay
Dr.
hands
Phil
on you
Toddy.
in
What do
that
you think?
establishment, I would be thrown out, sir. I am
I
not
don't think
a
Dr.
You
Phil
would
would
never be
help.
thrown out
attractive
because you'd be
wrestler.
knocked out.
And
You'd be knocked out, Chris.
to be
Yeah,
fair,
but
I'm
No, it's a good thing that we at least
Ennis
still
It's
watch your wrestling,
it's
Toddy.
I will, I will
Honey,
Let them
fold
feel
your
it
listen.
old
all.
ass up like a pretzel,
listen,
Chris.
listen.
That's such
At
a
this
This
point,
is what the
You
problem
Toddy.
is.
you get them to sanction
to the
something,
waiting
and
guards
we'll
of
make it
Gemstone.
happen. You can call fucking North Carolina.
If,
You get them to sanction something.
if,
And
if
no,
you're
no,
lucky,
shut the fuck
if
up.
you're lucky, no,
No, no, no,
because
no,
this
no,
is
no, no,
what you want.
Don't
No,
back
no,
down.
no, no,
no,
no, no,
this
no,
is
no, no.
my show.
No, 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 no,
Now,
no.
don't
This
back
is
down
my
now.
This is
show.
not what I
No,
want.
this is my
But if you
show.
want to try and play this game,
Gemstone.
or you want to go back and forth, like we can make this happen. There ain't
Oh.
nothing but space and fucking
We can make,
opportunity.
there's nothing but air and opportunity. Yeah,
I
exactly. You
mean,
understand?
find
Not sure
somebody to
which one of
sign
these
it. Get
guys
somebody to sanction it.
Very,
may have
You
actually
do.
very
been
few
mastered
moments that
the
you've said something
privilege.
smart, but you understand.
I
Gemstone
understand a
comes
lot
with
more than you might
Emory
comprehend.
just
I really wonder
Emory
about
just
that
somebody's
sometimes.
You know,
mid-air like
No,
that,
you don't have to wonder.
and then slam him
kick
down.
out right there.
It's insane.
Do you do anything but
It's not
background
something
character
he should be
statements?
able to do.
Oh,
You're like an NPC in a video game. You say nothing meaningful to the chat.
Goth, you want to take this?
you got it. You
I've
got it.
tried. I've tried.
Listen, you know
There's
what? Let's
clearly
go to
nothing
the
that he
chat.
wants to
Standing.
Let's go to
take
the
as an
Which gives him
answer.
a
let's go to the
So,
chat.
huge
Max
advantage in this
Stone has a
match right
serious
now.
Before
question.
you do,
He,
I like this
Position
moment.
now.
he has a serious question. He says, "Does Matt have any T-shirts for sale?"
I hate to give him credit, but the engine
Do
knew
you have
it.
merch?
ProWrestlingTees.com, search
Yeah.
Matthew Ennis.
Perfect, because he's running. He's running
There's
low
only one
on
design
toilet
right now.
paper.
There's,
One would argue
there's
He
only
didn't want
one.
you to
easy
finish
ways
that.
to do that.
He didn't want you to finish
No,
that.
that's fine.
But
It's because he's running
Because
low
because
on
little
toilet
it doesn't
paper.
matter what you do with it after is of no concern to me. It's still money in my pocket. So go ahead, buy all the quote unquote toilet paper you need, but give me your money.
There you go, Max.
Matter, matter of fact, just for you, I'll charge it and get them to make it into a whole roll. Wifey asked for days, but it's going in my bank account.
To their feet.
And
Oh
matter
my
of fact,
God.
while you're at it, film
After Ennis
yourself
fighting
doing
with
it
both his
and then
opponents,
post it because then
he
that's
was
more
able to win
content
some
plugging
back.
me.
UK Paul.
that was
Mirror,
unnecessary.
mirror on
You're
the
not
wall.
necessary, but you're fucking here because you're not
Ennis opened
contributing
the
anything
ropes.
valuable.
Double fist now,
Oh,
looking
it's
for
okay, sweetheart.
looking to
You
pin
don't have to
Gemstone
be so
first.
violent, huh?
2 count there.
Just respect each
Rolls over to
other,
Emory.
Oh, no.
love each
1,
other,
2.
I don't
make the
respect
world
you.
a
Shut
better
up.
place.
Let's hear the chat.
You don't have to respect me, sweetheart.
What do these little
I don't.
bitches have to say?
UK Paul, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Mirror, there really are few to pick, but it isn't you because you're a Class A prick. That's UK Paul. That's a good one. I like that.
Oh, I love that.
DD.
I love that guy.
He says,
I'm giving you the same. I'm giving you the same reaction I had when I watched The Office because everybody thinks The Office is funny and The Office sucks.
Gemstone.
yeah, well, so
Everybody
Looking at
is
the end of the
entitled
ring.
for their opinion.
Susan is up.
Buckle
Buckle bomb.
Anyway,
bomb.
next.
Oh, ouch.
Walks
Oh,
over to
nice.
the line and
Yeah,
that's
that
a
hurts.
combination for you.
Yeah, it doesn't feel nice.
1, 2.
Your fault. You're coming
Even
into
hooking
this
the
as
legs
champ,
deep.
or
Mhm.
do you, okay? Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna stay down. You got to put him down.
Gemstone
He's
trying
not
to
just gonna
convince
fucking.
Matthew Ennis to
Come on
stay
now.
down. I don't know if that'll work. I don't think it will,
Nice crowd
but
here.
he's very welcome to try.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There's
Uh-oh.
malfunction at the
Emory off his
junction.
perch. And now Ennis is looking for perhaps a kill shot. He was just going to pitch.
Oh wait. Uh-oh.
I
All
think
right.
this has to be the coolest sounding commentator ever. He's just so chill
Got
as he's
him.
talking.
And what a win by your champion, Matthew Ennis.
We got a winner.
We do a title retention here. So again, nobody can take away that what you're capable of in the ring. Absolutely nobody.
Do you hear that in the background?
A
I
smattering
enjoy
of
Do you
this
hear? Do
applause.
you
for the
hear? Do
competitors,
you, no? Did you
a
hear
great
how
win
there was a
for
cheer, but then there was a boo behind it?
WWE US
Yeah.
Champion
Well,
Matthew
let's
Ennis.
fuck it.
Do,
Let them.
do you know? Do you know someone? Do you know someone walked up to
A
me that
second
night?
of
Actually, maybe it wasn't that
Razor
night. No.
Championship matches tonight.
Actually, you still got the match with O'Shea, right?
Yeah, that's coming up next.
Cool.
It's actually
Let's
where we're.
play it, and then I'll give you this little context.
All right, let me hold on. Let me get stuff situated. Get it switched over. This is actually coming to us from
Mm.
O'Shea Edwards' YouTube account. Again, guys, show some love. Head on over, smash that subscribe button, because without these guys putting out the content, we wouldn't have anything to watch. Hence why it is important for you to head over and hit that like and hit that subscribe. Um, it is O'Shea Edwards versus Matthew Ennis. See?
I actually came into this, and again, it's the little things that add up to the disrespect. O'Shea trained at the Ring of Honor dojo with me.
Mm-hmm.
O'Shea came in after me. So why does O'Shea have ROH next to his name? Why is it not next to mine? O'Shea never signed with ROH. Neither of us did. But why does he get it and I don't?
I mean, you would have to
Good
ask him
question.
that because that's his account. So, I mean,
And just to reiterate to your stupid little chat members, you don't get invited to the Ring of Honor dojo if you're not good at what you do. If you're not entertaining in the wrestling community, you're not going to be at a Ring of Honor dojo. You're not going to be at any dojo of a higher level. So again, your comments, they don't matter. You're a name and a number.
this one might matter to you, and it's coming from Max Stone, who wanted to use your sheriff's toilet paper, by the way. Yeah, I can't believe that
I'm still waiting for it to hit my bank account. Buy it first.
I can't believe I agree with something he said. The Office is overrated. So you've resonated with a member of the fan base. Let's go ahead and get started on this O'Shea Edwards match. Let's go 3, 2, 1, play.
Wait, what did he say? I didn't hear.
That the Office is indeed terrible. That it's overrated. So yeah.
Finally, I'll at least give you the props for that because I don't hear that response too often. The Office sucks. And I actually feel like I need a shower after agreeing with one of your chat members.
Why don't you go take a shower?
You probably, yeah. You're more than welcome to do that.
I need to go take a. I need to sit on the toilet and take a big goth first.
I'll go ahead. I'll be
Oh,
waiting.
honey. Oh, honey.
O'Shea Edwards into the block rules.
It's so adorable that he thinks that he gets under my skin with that.
I think it's kind of weird that he thinks about you when he's sitting on the toilet, but that's just my opinion. That's
Maybe it's just a kind of a fetish of him. I leave it to him. I don't care.
So this was just this 6 months ago. So well, real shit. Here's a real question for you because I've seen you in 2 different times. And at the HOC, I see you rocking the short little spandex style, bikini style tights or what I call them. And here in FEW, you've got the long tights. Have you
FWE?
FWE. My apologies. ADHD. Shit happens. When you have you transitioned into one gear or the other, or is this like in FWE you're rocking the long tights, Hawk you're rocking short tights? What's that? And I know that's a weird question to
Nope.
ask.
The pants were just simply at the time that I just didn't have new gear, and I was thinking to myself, what more can I do to really kill off this military codename Flex character that's not doing anything for me? And so finally, I got new gear, and I got it. I got what you see now, so that is my gear.
So it's more the transition. This is now shedding the skin, if you will.
And there was also even a little bit of like this match especially is where I finally decided that they don't appreciate me like they used to, and they have turned on me, and they are making me feel like no matter what I do, I can't get them back. And so wearing the gear before was also a kind of like, I don't want to take away their familiarity. You know, this is what they're used to. They've seen me in this for a year and some change. I want to give you people the stuff that makes you cheer. And this match was finally where I just decided mentally I'd had enough. And that's what led to me finally deciding I'm going to take charge of my career here at FWE, and I'm going to stay on top as the light heavyweight champion against Suicide. That's why I said what I said to the people, and it all started. No, it all capped off. The volcano erupted with this match.
Well, I was about to say, I mean, some people might look at the stuff on the outside as taking a shortcut. I necessarily do not, because O'Shea chopped the post. You took advantage of that. And realistically, there should be a DQ right there because he just kicked the refs up into your twig and berries. So that was right for the referee. Do these refs go to the school of Earl Hebner by chance?
Waiting for that sharpshooter.
I'm curious because they seem to be, kind of putting the screws to.
So you agree? People have it out for me.
I agree that the referee in this match could have easily called for a disqualification when the ropes were kicked up into your ball sack. I feel like that is grounds for dismissal. I can't argue.
And if you remember, guess who the ref was in the light heavyweight match against Suicide? Not my fault he didn't see it. Do your job better, ref.
And I have a feeling O'Shea may pick Matthew Ennis apart here. Just picks him up with ease.
So you've just recently transitioned into what we see today as the selfish, arrogant, prick. You've turned into this dick over the last several months.
I'm not sure where it's self-arrogant if I can back it up. But if that's what you need to do to make yourself feel more confident about saying that, then by all means continue.
Over the last 6 months, give or take, like you've really transitioned into.
No.
Okay, I mean,
it's been building a long time. Again, that's the intelligence background of knowing how to control myself and also trying to use that analyst skill of let me weigh all possible factors and all possible scenarios into the bigger picture. Maybe it's just I need to do this and that, I'll get the crowd back. Maybe I need to get in better shape because if you look at the transition from this match to now, I'm in much better shape than I was before. So maybe it's I need to show them something more. Maybe I need to find a way to connect with them a little bit differently. But all of it wraps back into I do all these things to get the approval of someone, but I'm just met with, oh, sorry, we don't like you. Sorry, we know you did all this stuff, but yeah, fuck off. So no, this was brewing for a long time. And there's no arrogance to it because, again, as you've seen, as your chat's seen, I can back up everything that I say I can do in the ring. The ticket sales that I know I can produce back up that I am something people want to see. And so there's no arrogance to it. It's just finally the fact that I'm stepping into my confidence, and people don't like that. People don't like confident people. They don't like people that know their worth, that know, hey, this is where I'm at and you're not there. Because it makes them feel inadequate, and that way they have to stick to hosting a podcast to shit on somebody, or they have to stick to a chat room because it's the only level of success that they're going to get.
Who hosts podcasts that shits on people?
What have you done to me from the entire time you first met me?
I haven't shit on you. I just gave you the same energy you gave me. Look in that broken mirror. I treat people the way people treat me.
There's a lot that's broken.
Clearly,
you're at least right about that.
That's the first thing you said all night. That makes sense.
I am a very broken man.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
And the fact that you don't understand why you play a part in that says a lot.
I didn't listen. Whatever you need to blame me for, you go right ahead. It's perfectly fine. I've already told
Send
you.
all your hate ATMs, hate mails to us. We don't care.
You literally, I
Since
didn't understand one word you just said. You sounded like you were drunk. It might be time to go to bed, old man.
well, he
Oh, you're
is.
so adorable when you're
It is
crying.
about 3 a.m. his time over in the Netherlands, so it's probably pretty late.
Mm.
Oh, nice spear.
Yeah, way past your bedtime.
We'll give you credit on that spear. Send all your hate, your
Mm-hmm.
hate,
I
your
You
give you
hate.
saw it
credit.
cut
I
little
give you
Destin in half.
credit for trying. It's sweet.
Send all your hate tweets to at
Mm,
Matthew
Todrick, you've
Ennis
been
Pro.
awful quiet. Matthew, what?
Matthew Ennis Pro. Sorry, Matthew
Oh,
Ennis Pro. I really didn't mean to do
Enos. Enos.
it.
Enos twice from the guy that just said from
Ennis.
now on I'm going to call you by your name. And this is where you
It's not
call me the bad
intentional.
guy.
But it's not intentional. That's the thing. You think it's
How many
intentional,
times is it not intentional when I have to keep correcting
bro?
you? I have ADHD too, but when somebody corrects me on their
Oh
name, I
shit!
can
Are you
call their
gonna
name right.
fucking beat O'Shea Edwards? Are you gonna fucking beat Edwards there? Oh, his hands out of the ring.
O'Shea Edwards was smart enough to roll near those ropes.
First of all, I want to give you some credit
That
because
should have been
O'Shea
it.
Edwards is not
That
a
should
small
have been
man.
it.
O'Shea Edwards is not a small man. And you did display some power.
I have a powerlifting background. These legs aren't weak.
Yeah, Max even gave you credit on that. He calls that beer belly better shape. What did you do? Lift mugs? That came from DD. Toddy, what are you so quiet
Probably
about?
an exercise you've never tried, and that's lifting food into my mouth. I chose better food. You probably can't say the same, Max.
That wasn't from Max. He was actually agreeing with you, saying you had a nice slam. That was from DD. DD selling it.
Oh,
The question of the belly.
take it anyway. You and DD, both of you. Fuck both of you.
Uh-oh. And that's why you get dropped on your head. That's what happens. He dropped on his head too much.
And so the turning point for me, obviously I lost to O'Shea. But the turning point for me is this one fan, as I had just walked away from giving an autograph and taking a couple of pictures. This one fan, completely fat and out of shape, looks like he hasn't taken a shower in 2 weeks, has the nerve to walk by me and say, "Great job, loser," when you probably never won a fucking thing in your life.
I have one question to ask you about that. Was he an out of shape North Carolina sweat hog?
If you think of a stereotypical redneck mixed with wannabe, I'm trying to be a hood white boy mixed together and fat and out of shape, that's probably what he looked like.
That was a recruit reference. I know that might be before your time.
No, I got the reference, but I didn't want.
Cool.
I would not disrespect Rick Rude by ever associating him with that fat pig that said that to me.
Okay, well played. I will score you one on that.
Rick Rude was the fucking man. Rick Rude was the fucking man.
Todrick,
I agree with you on that one.
What are you doing, Toddy? You're just not doing anything.
Again, my bathroom break time.
I was gonna say he's gonna tell you what I'm doing, so it's no point in me answering.
Well, let's get started on this main event while he's gone. Then it is coming to us from local pro wrestling over on YouTube. It is Matthew Ennis taking on Big Boy Patty. This is only an 8-minute watch, guys. We're almost done. I appreciate everyone who has been here thus far. The light at the end of the tunnel, it's there. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, play.
He's probably taking his shower.
He's probably thinking about you while he's in the bathroom. That seemed to be
Well, if that gets a kick out of him, I'll let him.
All right, gotta tie up here.
He got a screamer.
Let's watch your golden boy, who no longer has the gold. Ha ha ha!
Just thinking about that one all by yourself.
Right off the top of the dome with ease.
For
Okay.
it. So
Fantastic. What's this? Someone who called himself a patriot and sure hates when people use the First Amendment. UK Paul, his big bucket's nearly over. Even Alvin and the Chipmunks are up there looking down at him and judging. Are you guys kidding me?
Look, let's be very clear. I might protect the First Amendment, but 100%, some of you do not deserve to have First Amendment rights, and you should be censored.
No, well,
everybody's entitled.
no.
And that's the problem.
Maybe for you.
Fisherman suplex.
I have to listen to you. You're damn right it's a problem.
You don't have to listen to me. You can leave if you want to.
I can't mute you.
I can mute everybody if you want to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not going to do me the solid because that would actually be you actually respecting me and respecting me enough to actually make my life easier. But obviously, you're not going to do that.
Well, I mean,
No.
if you can mute him yourself, you can just go into the chat that we're in and click on him and hold down and turn his volume off. You don't have to listen to it.
Yeah.
There you go. Problem solved.
Oh, perfect. There we go. He's muted.
I guess that's what you get from working by
Shut up,
intelligence.
Todd.
No.
Well, shut up, Todd, too.
No.
Shut up, God.
No. I'll forgive you for making a mistake. It's okay.
Oh man, we're trading blows out here on the floor. I do think that I do like Alvin and the Chipmunks up there. I think that's kind of cool aesthetic.
Oh.
Sidestep. Oh. That's a nice knee right there. Ennis going out to the floor, laying in some boots here.
Stupid cowboy.
That is hilarious because every time I look up there, they really do look like they're looking down, judging.
Do you remember where this is at? Matthew, do you remember where?
It's showcase called Showcase of Citrus. It's in Claremont, Florida.
Okay, so down kind of in the Orlando-ish area.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And yes, I have to deal with the same BS from these fans every time I come out. Boo.
It sounds like you give a shit about
Again. No, it's not that I give a shit. It's, again, failing to recognize who I am, what I do, and knowing that I should have respect automatically, but they choose not to give it. So then once I retaliate, I'm the problem.
Okay. I just wouldn't give much of anyone else's views or opinions that much rent space in my head. I
don't. I wait till I'm in the ring with an opponent and I unleash all the thoughts on them.
Okay.
Just like I'm doing to Patty right here.
Well, you just smacked that damn ring post. That didn't feel too good.
Oh, Todrick, in case you haven't figured it out, you're muted.
Oh, I mean, Toddy just doesn't give a fuck if you muted him or not. And you might hear him. I don't know. You're on the call. I don't know if it works for you.
You and the old man got way too annoying. I couldn't do it anymore. It's already bad enough that I have to keep listening to Chris until this match finishes. But at least I can tolerate that because he's the one that made the bet in the first place. So he's got to lie in this bed no matter how uncomfortable it is.
It is called an opinion. You're 100% correct, K-Paul. Everyone is entitled to it.
Screw
If I'm muted, why is he talking to me?
That's a very good question.
just wants to get a reaction out of you, Toddy.
He
That's
says
all.
you got to be a real jerk or excuse me, a real jerk to have heat with Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. That also is a follow up from Max Jones.
I'll smash those stupid little chickmunk figurines. Don't fuck with me.
Oh, don't worry, we won't.
Well, I mean, he should go for it. I'm muted, so he can't hear me. So, now I'm free to say whatever I want. He should go for it. We might finally get that one good wrestling move of the night.
I wish I had him in the headlock right now. Just recreating. I knew he was gasping for air.
Yep, Toddy. He definitely has you muted because he heard none of that. So you are good to go.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Whew, honey.
All right. Get some pepper jabs.
There's nothing Toddy or the old man can say that's actually worthy to be said.
Okay.
It's a great thing to go muted. I should have done it in the first place.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm glad you do
should.
feel that way, sweetheart.
Beautiful lariat right there by Big Boy Patty.
Look, even the lady hanging from the roof has her back turned to him.
Yep.
That's just sad.
All right, what's gonna happen here, Mr. Ennis?
Well, if you actually use your eyeballs and have some patience, you'll find out.
Oh.
Mollywopped right now. Oh. Okay, that
Ooh,
was
honey, the stream is almost over.
Mm.
Praise God.
Oh.
Look, now Alvin's smiling. Look at him. They're smiling.
All right. Big Boy Patty pulled the win there. That is our main event of tonight.
You ever heard that expression? He won the battle, but he didn't win the war.
Yeah.
Where's Patty been at now?
Well, good question, because you do. Have
All I see in his Instagram captions are nothing but a pain and defeat.
Yeah. Yeah, you make sure to rub that in and do a good job of that. Mr. Ennis, we have what we refer to on the show with the spotlights and our Inside the Indies and all that fun shit that we do here on our channels. We have what we like to call our final thoughts. So if you could do me, and I will never ask you to do me a favor ever again, and just hang tight and let us get through your final thoughts, and I'm coming around to you last, and we'll close things out. Goth, let me start with you. From what you were able to see tonight, what did you think? Give me your final thought, and be honest. If you like what you saw, then fucking point it out.
Oh, I'll
Just
be
because the
honest.
guys
I've been honest
listen,
the whole show.
just keep it
I know.
100. So go ahead.
Oh, I've been sitting through a very entertaining show. I have to say I really enjoyed the wrestling match. Every match that we've seen. Clearly, this individual, Mr. Ennis, can wrestle a good show. And I feel like if he just stuck with the whole situation, that he doesn't concern too much about what other individuals think, just focus on himself, like he's doing right now. I give him his props. You can see what brings yourself to winning 2 titles. So I'm giving him his props. I really enjoyed the matches that we've seen. And besides the wrestling, he also has the psychology to get under the skin of his opponents and how to get a win and securing victories all over. So I give him his props.
Mr. Ramsey, final thoughts.
So I enjoyed watching him wrestle different opponents with different styles. I like the fact that there was a method to the madness always, and he can match what people are doing in the ring. I think that he has a talent for that. I think that he definitely knows who he is when he's in the ring, and he personifies that, and he can work the crowd either when they're for him or when they're against him. And that is a talent that not everybody has. I also think that when he is presented with a microphone. He's just as good on the microphone as he is when he's wrestling in the ring. And again, that is a talent that not everybody has. It was interesting to see how he has transitioned and changed throughout his entire career. And it's undeniable that he will continue to grow and achieve titles and achieve continued success.
Well, there's no doubt that there is a lot of development with the overall persona. It's almost like, as I would say, like a snake shedding its skin, to get from where we started with Matthew to where we are now with Matthew, as far as like the chronological timeline of why and how Matthew Ennis is the way Matthew Ennis is. So we've seen Ennis on the House of Champions stuff, and really that's pretty much a lot of what we have seen. So it was really cool to kind of get a peek outside of the HOC and get a peek at what was going on in North Carolina, because this was almost, Goth, as you can attest to, this was almost down the rabbit hole, where we just
Yeah.
literally go through the YouTube pages and look at different matches from different talent and discover different people and find the hidden gems, because there's hidden gems everywhere. And to be fair, you wouldn't be on the show if we didn't think that you were a hidden gem. Like, there's no doubt that you can get it done in the ring. There's no doubt that you can get it done on the microphone. Where the issue comes in with you is with the attitude and with the delivery. Some people don't understand it. I see a different perspective now. I see a different layer to you that I did not see before and had no context of before. When you're in the ring, you have a level of psychology that is like it gives me, like, reminds me a little bit about Jake the Snake Roberts. Like, Jake was a real psychological wrestler. So I see that piece of your game, and it's a very strong facet that you play to very nicely. At the end of the day, I see a guy here who has a lot of positive things going for him. Right now, you're carrying two championships, and there's probably more to come, to be perfectly fair. And you've been around the block for 10 years. So you've got a decade under your belt. You're seasoned. This is not a fucking, you're not fresh into the game. You know what you're doing in there. And you got to continue to push forward. You know how to push buttons. It's fantastic to see. I love to sit back and watch and just gauge reactions when I'm at the HOC and you come out. I'm not watching me. I'm watching the crowd. I'm listening to the reaction that you're getting. I'm watching you and your mannerisms. I've told you once. I will tell you again. Your eyes tell a story that people, if they connect, you don't have to say much. Your eyes say a lot, and that's a piece of the business and a piece of being in the ring that a lot of people never really hone in on. You don't have to say much. You have that mentality of your mannerisms and your body speak volumes. That's what I think about what I've seen today. I commend you for everything that you've done thus far in the ring, even though I may slip up every now and then and mispronounce your name. I appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully, you know, maybe, and maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you'll turn the cheek a little bit towards us and what we're trying to do, and I'll do my best to to meet you halfway if that's what it comes to. But if you want to hate me, we can always get in the ring and we can settle it. That's never been a problem with me. Just find name, time, and place. The chat says, what did Max says? He saw some good wrestling. No Game said this was an experience. Toddy said, indeed. Dee Dee said, I'm sorry, I probably watched too much good wrestling. Tonight wasn't it. My expectation might be too high. Dee Dee. And Toddy's sweeping up the mess. So, Mr. Matthew, I'm going to turn it over to you. This is your opportunity to speak to the channel. Do you have anything you want to say about our final thoughts? This is the first time we've done a final thought like this with the Spotlight E kind of live on the show. So if you shit all over it, that's fine too. That's still our final thoughts. So got nothing to say.
Child, he used all his best
It's
material.
actually insane that I was able to accomplish exactly what I had hoped to come in and accomplish. From the moment this thing started, I thought you guys were going to be just like everybody else. And I thought you were just going to bully me and harass me. And then here with the final thoughts, you did what I wanted you to do. And that's you saw the pain that's been built up all these years. You've seen the depths of why I've been lashing out at people, and to hear all of those kind words that you guys just said about who I am, what you see that I can do, and what I got going for me means that I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
That I knew exactly what I was doing when I came into this, that I put my intelligence background to work. I got the response that I wanted, and now it's live. Now it's actually on camera. You just all spilled your guts to show me the respect that I know that I should have had from the beginning.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's too little, too late. You'll continue to respect me because you're only going to be able to continue to watch my product get better. You're only going to be able to continue to see me rise. And I'm going to sign with WWE one day. You can mark that down. And you'll be watching me on TV and you're going to say, I respect that guy. I may hate his guts, but I respect him because he's good and he's as damn good as he thinks he is. So thank you. Thank you to your audience because I knew exactly what I was doing coming in here. I knew the game plan and I executed it and I got exactly the respect I deserve live on camera for the world to see. So thank you.
You're so welcome. If you want to follow Mr. Ennis, you can do so on X and Instagram. It is Matthew Ennis Pro on both forms of social media. This has been an experience for God damn. Goth, what do you want to say to people?
For those who have been watching us throughout the whole show, thank you for being here, and looking forward to seeing you for the next show.
God, I hope you come back. And by you, I mean
Oh,
the
I will.
fans. Oh, I mean the fans of the channel. Toddy, what are you going to say to the people before we close it out?
I want to say that I know that I always say this, and I mean it more and more each and every time that I say it. I am so happy that you are here sharing your passion about something that we all collectively love together. You guys are so wonderful, and I love each and every one of your faces, and I can't wait to see you again.
For Goth, for Todrick Tabar Ramsey, for Matthew Ennis. I am Chris Page. We will see you next time.
Before you go, you're going to play me out as the champion that I am. So go ahead.
Oh, Lord. Please,
Ladies
child.
and gentlemen,
Please just
the